Don't try to lie to us. I don't think you do anything of the sort.
Really? Why do you think that?
You remember, don't you? We have less than 5 hours left. Even if we manage to escape, there's no way we could come back to rescue them in less than 5 hours.
Correct.
Well, you never know until you try.
Lotus, respectfully, shut the fork up.
No,
What
you're
are you
not thinking
talking
this
about?
through.
No, she is thinking it through. She just doesn't care about their lives.
Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship.
Correct.
The 4 of us couldn't open door 9. It is hidden,
Stupid.
but an exit can be found.
Stupid.
Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Lotus, everybody else had beef with you for seemingly no reason, and honestly, I didn't. Until now. Hey guys, it's Michaela, and welcome back to another Zero Escape video. We're back with another video of 999, and before we do anything, I just have to say a huge thank you to all of you for all of the love you showed me on the last video. I appreciate every single one of you who took the time to thumbs up the video, leave a comment, and especially attend the premiere. The premiere was so much fun. It dang near made me want to premiere every single one of these videos, but I don't know if we're gonna commit to that yet. We'll have to kind of catch a vibe. But either way, whether it is live during a premiere or just in the comment section, I cannot wait to chat with you guys about this game because there's a lot to discuss. If you guys missed the last video, you're definitely going to want to go and watch it because otherwise you're going to be incredibly lost. And in that video, we started, as I said, with 9 hours, 9 persons, and 9 doors. And we more so will be starting today's video with like 7.5 hours, 8 persons, RIP number 9, and 8 doors. So, oh my God, I'm literally so excited. Like I said, last video was a big setup video. We learned and met all of the characters, got to know a little bit of their backstories. Everybody got a nickname. We learned that a couple people know each other. And we ended the video by breaking into 2 teams. We ended up choosing the route of going through door number 5. And that is where we will be picking up today. For the candle of the day, we have Vanilla Brulee by DW Home. And I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice. Hopefully it's not too bad, but my body is like trying so hard to get sick. Me and my body are currently beefing because I don't have time for that. I hate being sick, but yesterday I woke up with a sore throat for absolutely no reason. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? So we're pushing through. Sorry if I sound a little different. Sorry if I'm coughing. Hopefully I won't be, but I am going to be sipping on some water just to keep things hydrated and liquid going through my body. I hope you guys are sipping on something just as hydrating. And without further ado, let's get back into this freaking escape game. Cheers. And before any of you guys comment, Michaela, you're working too hard. Stop trying to film content when you're getting sick. You need to be resting. I hear you. I love you. Thank you. But I have been dying to play this since I filmed the last one. Genuinely. Okay. I didn't care how I was feeling today. This game was getting played. Now, with that being said, some of you guys mentioned that the cutscene that plays if you presumably wait on the screen too long is something I'm able to watch. So I'm seeing if it will start or is it, I don't know. It's giving me some time to yap and y'all know I like to yap, but I would like to see the cutscene if we can. I'm wondering why it's not coming. No, back. Are you coming? Did I fork it up? Did we miss out on the cutscene? I don't know. Either way, I mean, we know what the game's about now. Sometimes here's my thought process. Most games have the cutscene play when you start it, so I assume that would happen. It's actually just not happening though, regardless. So I fear we may just need to go in. If it's that serious, I could always look it up on YouTube, I'm sure. But she's not going anywhere. So with that being said, we're just gonna continue. Okay, we left off in B deck central staircase. And one more quick thing, I did ask my moderators whether I should try to play all of the routes at the same time, since technically, apparently you can go onto anywhere you've been previously. And I was told unanimously not to do that, that it would be confusing to me and confusing to you guys. So all that means is that we're gonna have to do another playthrough of this after with the other route we missed. We'll get there. Until then, B deck central staircase. Yes. Okay. I'm so excited. Oh, especially because, again, I feel like we're going to start this video with the escape portion because we did so much dialogue last time. So, Seven Snake and Junpei, R.I.P. Junpei, scanned their numbered bracelets in quick succession. The screen of the red showed 3 asterisks.
The lever's all that's left. Okay. All right then. Let's go.
Junpei glanced around one last time. Also, hello, Wyndon. His hand resting on the lever of the red.
Okay. Please be careful.
Also, since it's not really Junpei and a couple of you guys just wanted that to be his nickname, thoughts on calling her June Cake? Because they're a couple and they're gonna live together forever and be in love. And I think Junpei and June Cake are really cute. Let me know your thoughts. Concern was written plainly across her face.
We will.
Junpei looked her in the eye and gave what he hoped was a reassuring nod. He pulled the lever. Oh, I need to do I need to do a recap in this game? Hold on, can I even get to the menu? Not right now. Hold on, let me see. That's still the calculator. I don't know why that's the calculator. That's the history. This is the map, like I said, so I don't know exactly how we can move. Oh! Okay, very cool. We will most likely utilize this when we do the second route. I don't know. We don't need it right now, though. This is what I wanted. Okay, so a couple of you guys did say that you wanted to look at the file, and I could do one of two things. I could look at it now and cut it out of the video if it's boring, or if you guys don't care, you could just fast forward through it. I'm gonna look at like the first couple and see if it's worth it and see how long they are. So this is about digital roots. The file Junpei found in the cabin where he woke up. Okay. I'm gonna try to summarize these. We already know how to do the digital root, so we are good with that. What does off mean? Oh. Okay. What? Okay. What is the point? What is the point of this? What? Okay, whatever. Controls during escape. We know how to move. We know how to speed up, switch the angles, all the things. Controls during the story section. Advanced text, fast forward is interesting. I don't think I'll need to fast forward. To be honest, it's pretty quick already. And yada, yada, yada. Special functions. Yep, got all the shortcuts. Gorgeous. Item screen controls. Okay. Good to kind of just take a look. Nice little refresher. File screen controls. Page 2. Map screen controls. Calculator controls. I really don't see myself using this, but I feel like I might eat those words. We'll see. Flowchart controls. Okay, we just figured that out ourselves. Escape tips 1. Press A during an escape searches. Pressing A during an escape, comma, missing comma. Search, that maybe a comma shouldn't be there. Let me not grammar the directions, okay? This is a math game. Pressing A during an escape searches where the cursor is placed. Yeah, there did not need to be a comma there. Repeatedly searching the same area or searching it again after searching other areas might uncover new clues. That's actually really good to know, because I did not know that. When you search traversable areas, an arrow where it will appear so you can move to a new area. Gorgeous! Love to know, love to see. You can switch items on the item screen after selecting an item and leaving it. An icon will appear, and then you can use the items you're holding. We do know that. Combining items. Select 1, select 2, select action. If you've selected a possible combination, you will now have a new item. Number 4, minigames. All controlling during minigames is done using the cursor. If you want to quit the minigame, select back. If you're having difficulty with the minigame, search the room more thoroughly. Sometimes new hints will be unlocked if you fail enough times. Oh. Okay. So basically it's saying, yeah, if you forking suck, then we're just going to give it to you because you're embarrassing yourself and we're all tired of watching you struggle. Period. Number 5, you can jump to different places in the story by using the flowchart. Both story segments in escape rooms can be viewed. The choices you make in the flowchart will affect your story progression. Okay, that was pretty quick. With the sharp clack of a lock releasing the door, swung open.
And it's open.
Oh God, I forgot we were going into this mess. Ahead of them in the small hallway were the pitiful remains of the 9th man. That is not a nice way to describe it, but also he was kind of a butthole, so...
Oh, that's messed up.
That That was the 9th man.
For a moment, Junpei froze. Try as he might, his eyes would not leave the corpse, and his feet would not leave the floor. 7, too, seemed paralyzed. Snake, on the other hand, seemed unconcerned. He walked calmly down the bloody hallway and only stopped when he realized his companions were not following.
Oh, how can you... Well, do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Oh my god. Everybody get inside right now! It's just a corpse! You ain't ever seen a corpse before? Have I seen it? No, not in real life. Okay, well, I mean, I have a little sympathy, but we're all gonna be corpses if everybody does not get inside. He hadn't even bothered to turn around. His head was, at most, slightly cocked toward one shoulder.
Sorry.
Let's go!
Okay, great. We're all on the same page. Junpei and 7 looked at one another, nodded, and threw themselves through the door. Oh my god, oh my god. As they did, a cold tone sounded from the left. Okay, I don't know why I'm having trouble reading today. Maybe I'm freaking exhausted from working. As they did, a cold tone sounded from the left wrists of all 3 men. There we go. Whoa! Oh my god. 7 and Junpei looked down at their bracelets. On both of them, and on Snake's, a red skull had flickered to life. On my TV, it's a pink skull, but either way, it's terrifying.
Damn it! The countdown started!
Ooh, we had what, 81 seconds, I believe. Yikes. They had scarcely processed this information when... Okay. With the metallic slam, the numbered door behind them swung shut.
Shit, the door!
There's no turning back now.
Sure isn't, so let's get started.
And if we don't manage to find the deactivation device...
I wonder if I'm gonna have 81 seconds. Or you know how like in TV shows and movies, it'll do like a countdown of 10 seconds, but there's so many scene cuts and dialogue that it's really like 45 seconds in real life, you know what I mean? I wonder if it'll be one of those or if I actually get 81 seconds, because that's not a lot of time.
Hey, where's the dead?
The fear and urgency in 7's face reflected what all 3 of them felt.
How the hell should I know? Stay calm. Look around you.
Okay, I get it.
Junpei swung around, searching desperately for the dead.
Ah!
He found it easily enough. It was on the wall, next to the closed door labeled 5.
Found it! Right here!
As he yelled, he struck the scanner with his hand. The other 2 scrambled to follow suit. As soon as they finished, Snake threw the lever down.
Whew. Well, it looks like it stopped.
As he spoke, Junpei wiped the sweat from his forehead with a trembling hand.
Goddamn thing's gonna give me a heart attack.
A muscle stood out in 7's neck, and the corners of his mouth were twitching.
Junpei, are you all right? Are you guys okay?
They could hear anxious voices, muffled but distinct, from the other side of the door.
Yeah, we're fine. The detonators have been deactivated.
Okay, so in this first room, all we had to do was, like, find the dead, which was literally on the wall next to the door we came in, it sounds like. So this sounds kind of like a test room to make sure everybody understands the directions, which makes the fact that 9 died even more insane in a hilarious way, because again, he sucked. The fact that he could have just waited for everybody to enter and done it properly and survived that easily, kind of hilarious. Like, I'm sorry. They heard relieved sighs, and even through the door, the 3 men could feel the tension disperse.
All right, we're moving on. Be careful, okay?
Okay.
Sure thing.
So I'm assuming it's going to be the same in the room with the 4 on it. They just got to touch their hands and everything's fine.
And they're gone.
They heard footsteps moving away, and before long, they were alone again.
Now,
Junpei looked around.
doesn't look like we can go any further this way.
The hallway ended roughly 20 or 30 feet from where they stood.
Maybe this wall can be moved. Or not.
Hey, there's a door over there.
To the left, however, was a wooden door that looked positively inviting by comparison. Okay, also, I'm going to just start saying theories out loud, and I want to just remind everybody watching, please do not confirm or deny any of the theories I give during this game until the game does it itself, okay? Spoiler-free playthrough, completely blind. I don't want to know if what I'm saying is true. I just want you guys to know what I'm thinking. And what I'm wondering is, I feel like 9 did die, but is there a world where he planned that and was working with Zero or somebody, and that room was already covered in blood, and he just had to fake like he was dying and then like escaped through a different doors? I don't know. I don't think that happened. I'm just, I don't know. I just find that to be a little odd, but doubtful. Secondly, I believe 9 said something along the lines of, he said it would work, or he didn't say this would happen or something. And I'm assuming he's talking about Zero, but there's also a world where he's not. So I'm just putting that out there too. In the middle of it was a plaque that read First Class.
A first-class cabin, huh?
Well, it seems like it.
Let's have a look then, shall we?
Oh, I'm scared. There's
All
no
right,
jump
then.
scares in this game. Is
Let's
there?
go.
Yeah.
Without hesitation, Snake opened the door and stepped inside. 7 followed closely behind him. Junpei moved to follow them as well, but
Oh.
he stopped just short of the threshold and looked back, not knowing why.
I don't want to look, but...
Lying in the soup. And that would be hard to replicate, which is why I doubt he didn't die and planned all of it. But it's not impossible, but very unlikely, because apparently lying in the small hallway was a man's body, or at least what was left of it. He tried hard to avoid looking at the grisly scene, but it just wouldn't. Can I see it myself? Like, if I'm gonna be doing an escape room, I need to have all of the details. It just wouldn't leave his mind.
It's so horrible. I can't even tell what's what.
What had once been a man's internal organs now looked like so much vomit. Ew. As though something had chewed up and spit out the better part of his torso. Very descriptive, but would love to see it myself. It was hideous, but worse still, it was cruel. And yes, it was cruel, but play stupid games, win stupid prizes, okay? Number 9 played a stupid game and he won. It was hard to believe the thing on the floor had once been a human. The black pool of thick blood, the lumps of glistening flesh spread across the floor, the awkward, twisted tangle of shredded intestines, the head wrenched to some grotesque, unnatural position.
He'd been wearing these.
The man's glasses lay next to his head. Okay, the fact that the bracelet is unharmed, crazy. It was in an explosion, and it just has a little blood on it. Barely a scuff. That's wild. The man's glasses lay next to his head. The lenses were cracked, and the frame bent and distorted. And next to the glasses lay a bracelet, the number 9 still displayed on its face.
The bracelet's off. Oh wait, Zero did say...
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. 1. You escape from this ship. 2. More likely, which is 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or the backside of Nary's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
The bracelet comes off when you're dead.
See, but Zero said the bracelet shuts down, not that it comes off. So in my interpretation, it shutting down just means it's not working. There's no power going to it, there's no more explosion, it's just done. But the fact that it came off of his hand, I feel like is a result of the explosion?
Oh, but what the hell's the point of getting it off when you end up like this?
None. Unless he just wants to use them for the next round.
Oh, just imagining how it must have happened. This was a human.
Yeah.
Oh,
Suddenly, Junpei felt his stomach convulse, and a knot of muscle gripped his throat.
oh god. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Oh, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of just dragging this on, because if we're this disgusted, why are we still here? Truly. We can leave, you know. He clapped his hands over his mouth and ran to the first-class cabin. Ooh. Also, I wonder how the escaping is going to work with other people. Like, are they going to help me? Are they just going to stand around and watch? I don't know. The atmosphere changed immediately. The room was gorgeous, and despite the apparent age of the ship, none the worse for wear.
Where did they...
He looked around. Seven and Snake were nowhere to be seen. Oh. There were two doors on the right side of the room. He opened the one on his right and went through.
Through here?
Hello? On the other side of the door was a short hallway. He jogged down the hallway, opened the door at the other end, and peeked through. Oh, thank God. There they were to his right, busy examining something.
What's up?
He stepped through the door and walked toward them.
Check this out. We found this thing here on the door.
The red light's on. Does that mean it's locked?
So I would assume.
Is there any other way out?
We looked around a little. Other than this door, we didn't find anything.
So you're telling me that unless we can open this door?
Yes, we won't be going anywhere.
Junpei stepped away from the door and looked around the room.
This looks like a bedroom.
Then the other room is probably a living room, or the closest you can get to one on a ship.
All right, let's find a way to open this door. Come on, guys.
Are we doing it? Oh, shoot! Oh my God, guys. It's the second door. Okay. So far, I don't see a timer for 81 seconds, which is good. We are in the first class cabin. This is a beautiful little overview we have here. And it looks like the entire cabin is explorable. Wow, that's a lot. So we have the bedroom. We have what we believe to be a living room. It looks like we also have a bathroom up there. We have a closet down below. And then there's some other room there at the top. I can't exactly tell what that is. We have a lot to do. Let's get to freaking working. Okay, let's see. I guess we'll go ahead and start here. It's a small round chair. Looks like it probably goes to the vanity. A white desk. Feels kind of fancy. And again, I'm like, should I be looking at everything twice since it said the dialogue could change? Okay, nothing but the lights on the wall. Doesn't look like there's a keyhole in this door. True, but there's some strange device in lieu of one. So this is the locking thing. It's flashing red. That's usually not a good sign. Is that a microphone? It looks like a satellite dish. Let me see. Well, judging by the feel of it, I would guess that we are meant to produce some sort of sound. And this device will sense it and unlock. That's crazy. How does technology like that even exist? Some sort of lock, apparently. It's connected to a microphone. T. The exit. It's locked tight. We can't get it open. Okay. Interesting. Haha! Oh. A bed with a canopy. I've seen things like this in movies and stuff, but never in real life. True. You don't see too many these days. I can't see the details, obviously, but I imagine it's one of those princess beds Clover is so fond of. Clover wants one of these? Yes. She wants a princess bed? Didn't I say that? We're in novel mode still, right? I'm assuming so. You think it doesn't suit her? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Ah, Junpei. Judge her by her appearances, will you? And Well, you should not. Okay. Ooh, a score plate. Score plate A to be specific. I see. This feels like glass. A rectangular plate of glass. Is there something written on the surface? Yeah, it's a sheet of music with a couple of A notes. Just A's? Yeah, that's it. Kinda weird, huh? A transparent music score sheet, apparently made from glass. It has a number of A notes on it. Okay, so we'll probably be finding some B's, some C's, some D's, etc. We'll see. We shall see. It took Junpei by surprise. Snake, usually so calm and collected, suddenly began to move. He stared about the room, almost frantically, clearly looking for something. No, Junpei thought, not staring. After all, he's blind. I forgot he was blind. Oh my god! Blind or not, Snake was clearly attempting to do something. At last, Junpei could no longer contain his curiosity.
What's wrong? You got weird all of a sudden.
Snake waited a moment before answering.
I heard something strange.
Something strange.
Also, again, because he cannot see, I genuinely believe if one of your senses or multiple of your senses are not functioning as intended, it heightens the other ones. Like if you can't see, you're going to be so reliant on your hearing that your hearing is probably going to be so good. Is that science? I don't know. But that's my belief. And I think it's going to check out, and I think it's going to help us if we're looking for a certain sound to escape with that through that door.
Ah, well, never mind. It doesn't seem to be anything suspicious.
We went from strange to not suspicious. I would still like to know what the sound was, personally.
I don't wish to toot my own horn, but my auditory senses are considerably more advanced than those of most humans.
Sure are.
I notice even the slightest of noises.
I believe it.
Right. Are you gonna tell me you can hear a needle drop from a mile away?
No, such a thing would be impossible. However, by listening to the sound of footsteps and breathing, as well as sound echoing off the environment, I can locate most objects.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, that's right. When Clover fell on the big staircase a little while ago, you were at her side immediately. So that was...
Yes, I could hear it happening. In fact, I can run quite fast. Certainly as fast as you. And should someone attempt to start a fight with me, I am quite confident that I could defeat them.
What an icon.
Really?
Junpei, do not test it. Junpei was somewhat taken aback by this revelation. He stared at Snake, skeptical.
You don't believe me, do you?
Guys,
Care
no.
to give it a try?
No. We are trying to live. Why? Why are men always trying to fight each other?
I must warn you, you'll no doubt regret it.
I believe you. I'll take your word. Let's move on. Junpei.
Well, I suppose that's enough playing around. Let's resume our search, shall we?
We shall. We shall. With a small, self-satisfied smile, Snake turned and walked away from Junpei. Okay. Anywho, I don't think I was done with the bed. Or maybe I was. Man, this makes me miss my own bed and sleep. Yeah, we won't be sleeping for a bit. Okay, I guess that was everything then. And I feel like that's everything on this wall. Oh, yeah, we looked at the table, we looked at everything. Okay. Nothing under the bed, right? No? All right. To the left. Got a little vanity here. It's totally a table with a mirror. Ah, yes. You know, that sort of thing is known as a vanity. Were you aware of that, Junpei? Of course, vanity also refers to self-love, conceit, and narcissism. As such, you could say that every day when a woman looks into one of these, she is staring at her own conceit and narcissism. Doesn't that strike you as terribly sad? Men don't look in mirrors, apparently. So true. An antique vanity. There's nothing in the drawer. Yep, totally empty. Okay. A bed. The lights are lit. Okay, I wasn't sure the lights were gonna react. Good to know, good to know. Nothing on the ceiling. What's this? This isn't a score. Is this a map of the ship? A map? There's a map of the ship here? Yeah. Then I imagine it will prove very helpful. You'd best hold on to it, Junpei. Okay. T. It is now possible to use the map screen. What is the map screen? It can only be viewed during the story sections. While on the map screen, you can examine a map of the ship's floor plan, which you will acquire over the course of the game, of the story. Pressing LS and A will allow you to see a bird's eye view for that room. T. Okay. Hold on. How do I get back to the menu? Oh wait, it was plus and minus, wasn't it? There we go. Okay. I feel like we were already able to do this, but maybe not. Either way, I will take it. A piano keyboard. What is Snake doing? He can't play, can he? Of course he can. This piano. There's something amiss with the keys. You mean it's out of tune or something? No, not that. It's properly tuned, just... Well, the sounds are clearly purposefully different. The C key doesn't yield to C, but rather a different note entirely. The same goes for the D keys. They play some other note. Huh? Why do you think it's like that? Isn't it painfully obvious? Zero modified it in some way. This piano, you see, is part of one of the puzzles Zero has set up for us. Perhaps if we play the keys in the correct order, something will happen. In other words, we need to play a song on the piano. I believe so. These keys are all messed up. Oh yeah, that's right. I got that score plate earlier. Okay, can I put the score plate down? A music stand. Well, might as well put this glass plate on it. Oh, Is something wrong? It's kind of hard to see the notes. Maybe if I put something under them? A background for the notes. Okay, so we need to find maybe a piece of paper or something to combine with the score plate, and then we can probably sit it down. I can't see the notes very well with the glass being so transparent. I just had something to slide underneath. Okay, I think that's everything here for now. And everything on this section to the left. It's a white desk. Snake's rubbing it. This is a high-quality desk. Teak, or perhaps mahogany. Wow, how can you tell? Oh, I have my ways. It's a small round chair. Looks like it probably goes to the vanity. Oh, wow, this fabric feels great. I bet that chair is really comfortable. Okay. Fancy little desk. Well, at least we've got light. What? Huh? What the hell, man? It's just a light. Oh, of course. Okay. That was odd. The lights are on. Okay. Oh, shoot. I forgot we had a whole other section. Okay, hold on. Ooh. Is it another score sheet? Or is it just a piece of paper? Score plate A or C? Yes, yes. Well, this feels like glass. A rectangle of glass. Transparent, I assume. I can feel something printed on the surface. What is it? A sheet of music with some C notes on it. Cool. Well, we still need something to allow us to see it properly. The safe is locked. Oh, hi, Seven. Where the fork have you been? It's one of those dial locks. It doesn't have a key. We just need to get the dials in the right place and it'll open. Did you find anything, Seven? Nope. How about you, Snake? I also found nothing. Okay. Alrighty. A leather suitcase. There's nothing inside. I can tell by the weight, and it makes no noise when shaken. It's a leather suitcase. Unfortunately, there's nothing inside. Okay. I think that's everything in this little room. We'll have to come back when we have the numbers to the safe. So we will be back, won't we? And is there another angle or? Nope, we're back to the start. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and head through this hallway. It's a light switch. Nothing happens when I press it. Ooh. Bathroom. The bathtub is full of water. Is there ash or something in this water? It looks kind of gray. Let's just pull the plug. No, hold on. Maybe we can, I don't know, use it for something? Use it for something? So we might need to wet something then? The bathtub's full of gross, cloudy water. I don't know that I want to wet anything in that, but okay. Huh? This faucet is really hard to turn. Man, doesn't matter how hard I yank on it, this thing won't budge. Hard for you to turn, kid. How about you let a man give it a shot? Damn it, nothing. Might as well be a damn rock. It looks like something's holding that knob in place. Well, if you can't do it, Seven, guess we might as well give up. Okay. Oh. Touches everything in here. The lights, huh? Nope, doesn't look like there's anything hidden there. There are a couple of light fixtures in the bathroom. They seem perfectly ordinary. Testing. Hey, it's great to see you all here. I just flew in from New York. And boy, my arms are tired. Yes, thank you. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. That's not a mic center. It's just a shower head. What? What the hell? Okay, nothing on the wall. Well, the sink's clean. Any water? Nothing's coming out. We've got the faucet on all the way, but I can't hear anything. Okay. Tea. Oh, and I can't go anywhere else in here. That's it? Okay, so in here it looks like we just have a bathtub. And there we are in the mirror. What a pair. A college kid and a terrifying giant of a man in a beanie. Stuck in a cramped bathroom with this beast of a man. What would my parents say? Huh? Something wrong, Junpei? You look real sad all of a sudden. No, nothing. There's a mirror here. Okay. So we have some dirty bath water, guys. Let's not forget about the dirty bath water. Very important. And I think this is the main room. Hey, Junpei, where are you going? Didn't we come out of that door? No point to going back there. All that's out there are a locked number door and a dead body. A dead body, or what's left of it. Yeah. Okay, well that's the exit door, or the entry door, however you want to put it. Which one did we just come out of? Oh, new room just dropped. Oh, let's go, score plate cheese. It's a rectangular piece of glass. You can see right through it. It has a couple of G notes written on it. Oh, I wonder what that means. Nice. All right, so we have A, C, and G now. And still nothing to help us see it. This is a suitcase made of leather, the color of rich mahogany. Well, shoot. Looks like there's nothing in it. It's a leather suitcase. Dang, nothing in there. Check. And then is this where we came from? Yes. Okay, so this is the bathroom, I believe. Yep, okay. Just getting my bearings. Ooh, hello. We could probably use the toilet paper to help us see the glass. We definitely could. There's some toilet paper on the wall there. Nothing that looks suspicious. Guys, get the toilet paper and put it behind the glass. Okay. Wow. Am I smarter than both of you? It appears so. Where's Snake when you need him? Snake would get the toilet paper. It's a toilet. Doesn't seem to be anything in the toilet or the tank. It's a toilet. Nothing strange. See, you're telling me they made a whole room for nothing? Nothing? Are we sure? I really feel like we should just grab some toilet paper, guys. All right, I'm gonna pull off some of this toilet paper. Rolling, 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 rolling. Hey, Junpei, I don't really think you need that much. Well, let's just wipe the slate clean then, shall we? Okay. Do we have toilet paper now? Me always constantly trying to get to the items. There we go. Okay. Wait, where is the toilet paper? Brother, what is happening? Are we all going insane together or just me? Did we not just see him say he's getting some toilet paper? Where did he put it? Okay, cool. No problem. No problem. Whatever. Okay. I get it. You're gonna use this vase, right? That's pretty clever, Junpei. You just gotta fill this thing with water. What? What are you talking about? Oh man, you don't get it. Just grab that vase and take a look around. You'll figure it out soon enough. Okay. Looks like a vase. Maybe you could use that. A vase. It could probably hold quite a bit. I don't really know why I need water, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. There was once a vase on this table. Sure was. Okay, good on this wall. I'm just gonna probably keep going to the left here. There's an expensive looking chair sitting over here. There are a couple of lights up on the wall. This couch looks just big enough for 3 people. Looks perfect for me. What? Perfect for an elegant gentleman like myself. The couch looks a lot more elegant. Hey, there's something you weren't saying? Never mind. A heavy piece of paper folded in half. Okay. Then what was the toilet paper remark for? It has the letters S, C, O, R, and E on the front of it, also known as score. Score. That must mean musical score. That's true, and the score we just found was probably in here. At least at some point. Can I hold it? Brother, I don't understand what's going on. Why can't I pick things up? The cover of a musical score is sitting on the table. How odd. Okay. There's an iron gate in front of the fireplace. There's something behind it. I don't think we can get that though. Not without lighting ourselves on fire. Huh? There's something in the back. Let's see if I can reach it. Just a little... Gosh darn it, that's hot! You aren't real smart, are you? Come on, of course it's gonna be hot, it's a fire. Even a monkey knows it shouldn't stick its hand in a fire. Okay, maybe we can find something to assist us. Aren't a lot of people these days with real fireplaces and real fires? Hi, Frankie. You can say hi? Okay. I need some sort of stick or something. The Thinker by August Rodin. Right on. I don't even know where we just looked at that from. I don't see a Thinker. Maybe it's like just out of frame or something. I don't know. Hi, Lynn. Okay, I think that's everything on this wall since for whatever reason I can't pick up this paper. Annoyingly enough. Okay. Different angle. Frankie says hello, guys. He's laying right on my controller, which is very helpful playing. Frankie, okay, you can't be twisting the map now. Okay. This is some sort of antique desk. Makes sense though, I guess. This whole room's full of antiques. You could get a nice handful of cash for all the stuff in here. An old-fashioned desk adds a little class to the room. Lights on the wall. Somebody spent a lot of time carving the legs of this chair. It'll snap like a twig if Seven sits on it though. Mind your own business. An old-fashioned desk. That's a little plastic room. Okay. It's a chair. Okay. I think this might be a new door. Let's see. Oh. Oh, it's that door. Wait, I thought that was the other door. The Ninth Man's body is on the other side of that door. Maybe I don't want to go out there after all. I thought that was one of these doors. Not that one. Oh no, just kidding. Okay. Huh. Okay. Well, I definitely... Oh, I guess we can go fill the base. Let's do that. The bathtub's full of gross, cloudy water. All right. Shouldn't be too hard to fill this base up. Base filled... Oh, to put the fire out. Yes, 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 yes. Only one thing to do now that you got that thing full of water. Come on, what are you waiting for? Oh. Alright. I've got a vase filled with water. It's heavy. I can't just throw it at the grate though. I gotta pour the water right onto the fire itself. Huh. Okay. I feel like we absolutely could throw it at the grate, but okay. I mean, I don't see... I mean, can we remove the grate? Like, why can't... Oh my god, okay. Haha, good job. Another success. That fire didn't stand a chance. Alright, I'll just pull this out now. Don't want to get burned, so let's pull down the sleeves. Score plate. It's a ceramic plate of some kind. It looks like a blank sheet of music. Okay, so this is what they want us to put behind then. No? Okay. As Junpei tucked the plate into his pocket, Seven cried out and stumbled, his balance lost. He threw out a hand and caught the wall in time to steady himself and avoid the floor, but his face was flushed and he looked startled.
Hey, Seven, what the hell was that? Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just felt a little dizzy, that's all.
Seven rubbed a couple of fingers across his brow and then shook his head as if to clear it.
What the hell is wrong with me? First memory loss, now I'm getting dizzy for no reason.
Yikes.
Memory loss?
Junpei couldn't hide the surprise in his voice. Seven, for his part, seemed unconcerned.
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh?
Nope.
I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs.
Told them what?
I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
Yikes!
Didn't realize I hadn't told you.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Like anything?
You're talking about amnesia, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, why are you an amnesiac? What happened to you?
I've never heard of somebody being called an amnesiac. It sounds accusatory. Like, why are you an amnesiac? Beach, I don't have a choice. You think I want this?
If I knew that, I wouldn't really be one, would I?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Junpei paused for a moment and stared at Seven.
Are you telling the truth?
Huh?
Well, you look pretty calm for somebody who doesn't remember anything.
Yeah.
If you've really got amnesia, shouldn't you be, like, upset or confused or something?
Yeah.
Well, sure. I mean, I was pretty confused when I woke up down on D-Deck. But that was a while ago. I've had some time to get used to it. After a while, I figured it wasn't worth the trouble of worrying about it.
I don't know if I believe him. Guys, it's only been like 2 to 3 hours max since everybody woke up and had to escape their individual decks, right? You're telling me you've just accepted that you have no memory of before coming here? No, absolutely not.
After all, why worry about something I can't change?
See, worrying about things you can't change and the lack of that being productive is something you say about, like, oh, well, there's traffic. I mean, why stress or worry about something I can't change? You know, things like that, not memory loss.
Well, people usually don't stay amnesiacs forever. I figure it'll work itself out eventually.
I don't know.
That's it?
That's it.
Alright.
Alright, that's enough talking for now. Let's get back to work.
Something's fishy about that. Something is fishy. Seven gave Junpei a look the younger man wasn't sure how to interpret and walked away.
How are you fine with something like that?
Somehow, though, Junpei didn't find his reassurances very reassuring. Okay, guys. We have 4 items we cannot combine for some reason. A sort of produce score on a ceramic plate. It looks like a blank sheet of music. And a piece of paper we can't pick up. Unless, maybe I need to have like, okay, maybe. Oh, no, okay. I was like, maybe if I had the score plate, but it's still not doing anything. Okay, well, we put the fire out. I don't think we're missing anything on this wall. This is just a different angle, really. That's the wall to the 9th man. Or the door, rather. And then we're back. This is to the little room. Which, I think there's nothing in here relevant to us now. I think we should be good there. Heading back this way, we still have this weird toilet room that I still don't understand. What? 7, you're hilarious. Hilarious. Incontinence is a problem many older men struggle with their self. Dead. Okay. Back in the bathtub. Can we pull this drain now that we've filled the base? Man, this water's dirty. Can't see more than 4 inches or so. I can't see anything down there. Do you think what? I think we should pull the drain and then maybe we can see something. There's a plug on the end of this chain. All right, why don't we just drain this water? Yeah, good plan. All right, where's that thing? A good tug ought to be enough to get it out. Huh? Ah, ha, ha. Let's go. Score plate D. A transparent plate made of glass, yes. It's a sheet of music with a couple of D notes on it. It sure is. Okie dokie. So we have A, C, D, and G so far. Okay. I think we're good in here now. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the toughest, sexiest, and most beautiful young man of them all? That is, of course, 7. Haha. Idiot. Okay. Guess we'll head back in here. We've gotten a couple things since we've left, but I'm not really sure we can do much with it. Junpei, I cannot help but notice your interest in the bed. Perhaps you were hoping we will spend time on it together. Don't say stuff like, damn, that's not a mental image I want. Okay. So we still have this piano. Can I put... What is going on? Oh, it's only up. That's why. Okay. Can I put this here? Oh, thank God. Okay. I thought I would be able to combine them, but this works too. Sweet. Now I can play the music. Junpei, would you be so kind as to play the piano? I am unable to, you see. I'm sure I needn't tell you, but The keys on this piano are not what you might expect them to be. C won't be C, D won't be D, and so forth. You must listen carefully to determine which keys to strike. Do you understand? Yeah, alright, let's give this a shot. Ew, so I do not know how to play the piano. I don't know how to read sheet music either, so this is gonna be fun. Okay, yes. Every line and every space between the lines is a different note, I believe. Or maybe the lines are like major and minor. I don't know. So, A, B, C, D. Is there an E or does it skip to, I think is there an E? Why do I feel like there's not an E note? Maybe I'm thinking of braids because there's no like E. It goes from D to F. I think there's E notes though. Jesus Christ, let me just press something. Oh. Okay, black keys are not working. Oh. So that's 2 up. So maybe we go 1, 2. Nope. Wait, what? Oh. They're not in order, or maybe they are. Yeah, no, they're definitely not. What in the hell? What's the... Oh. Hello? Okay. This is like really far down. That's up. Is it just in order? Okay, what is happening? That was too high. Oh, this is the first one again. And then this one. And then this one. And then this one. Okay. And then this one. This one. This one. Shoot. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Boom. Boom. Can I get a let's forking go? What is that? That's a very familiar sound. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. What is that? That's like, oh my god, that's gonna bother me. I don't know, but that's so familiar. Is that like a universal sound of some sort? Oh, that's gonna drive me insane. If you guys know the answer, please let me know. I'm gonna die. And we're done. Music is not my forte. Wait, what was that noise? Junpei, we did it. Looks like it worked. I heard something unlock over by the exit. Let's go. Good plan. Stand. Bow. Be seated. Well, I guess he hasn't forgotten that. At least Snake thinks it's funny. Haha. Yes, I suppose that was the classroom bell, wasn't it? No. What is that? It's so familiar and I don't know why. That's so annoying. I don't imagine that's what Zero was thinking of, however. No. Zero almost certainly meant to suggest Westminster, not middle school. Westminster? The palace in London that plays host these days to the Houses of Parliament? You've heard of Big Ben, the famous clock tower, yes? Big Ben plays that very collection of notes on the hour. Is that I mean, I've never been to London, so that's not where I'm getting it from. I need to like sit and think about that. Oh my god. London? The capital of England, huh? At any rate, the door is now unlocked. Let's leave this place immediately. Okay, so I'm guessing all of the score sheets we found were the different notes we just played. I'm assuming. Let's see, do we have any items left? Oh, we don't have any items. Period. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We're not done that yet, though. All right, let's go. Why did the music stop? Okay. You found it! He came out of the door and into a long, straight
Another hallway?
He paused for a moment and turned around to look behind him.
That should do it.
7 was bent over, apparently doing something to the door.
What's he up to?
Junpei had spoke more or less to himself, but apparently 7 had heard anyway. The larger man stood up and turned to Junpei.
I was just putting one of those plates in there. It ought to keep the door from locking again. Now we can come back here anytime we want, right?
Ah, why would you want to come back here?
Snake was a reasonable one. 7 thought about it for a moment before he answered.
I might like to play a little piano.
Piano?
Come on, let's get moving. We aren't out of this yet.
Without waiting for an answer, 7 started off down the hallway. I'm sorry, I'm still distracted by what that sound is. Like, I'm pretty sure it did play on the hour, but where would I have been for there to be a clock playing on the hour? Was I in college? Was I in law school? I'm gonna go insane. Oh my god, that's gonna bother me for the rest of the video.
Well then.
Snake shrugged, sighed, and quietly followed 7. That's a lie, Junpei thought to
Can't
himself.
say I could ever imagine 7 playing the piano. He couldn't use the piano in there anyway. The keyboard's a mess. But why would he want to leave the door unlocked then?
I don't know, but 7 is sketching me the fork out.
I have no clue.
Maybe 7, 8, 9.
Hey, wait for me!
Junpei frowned, took one last look at the door, and then walked away toward his companions. After some time... Was it my grandfather clock in my mom's house? Guys, I'm sorry. I need to know. I need to know. After some time in the hallway, they emerged into a larger, more open area.
Whoa, a metal grate?
A large metal grate, like the door of a jail, divided it in half.
Why is this thing...
They shook it for a while, but as they had expected, it did not move.
Figures.
Are those elevators over there?
No way to know if they're working or not from here.
Oh, there's a door just to the left of this grate.
Unfortunately, however, it was locked and refused to open.
Sounds like it's locked.
Yep.
Junpei took a moment to examine the left side of the room.
Stairs leading down.
They're blocked by the grate, though.
But this here seems accessible.
So we can open it?
Nah, I think it's locked too. Look.
In the center of the door was a small keyhole. Next to the keyhole, a small symbol had been carved into the metal.
What's this mark? The female symbol.
He wasn't quite sure what to make of it. Snake, naturally, was somewhat more sure.
Ah, the Venus symbol, I imagine. Do you recall the similar symbols near the large central stairway? They reference many of the solar bodies.
Oh, that's right. The Sun, Saturn, and Earth.
So, as you can see, that one is likely.
Not the woman symbol, but a Venus symbol.
So I assume.
Hold on. Where's 7?
While they had been discussing the symbols, Junpei now realized 7 had slipped away. His absence now felt, Snake and Junpei turned to look for their
there he
missing
is,
companion.
down that hallway.
7 had left them to head down the hallway extending to the right of the stairs.
This way, Snake. Follow me.
Junpei grabbed Snake to lead him in the right direction, and they both headed off after 7. Before long, the 3 of them stood in front of a door.
I wonder if this door will...
It was a French door.
How about that? It opens.
Junpei tested the door and realized that, unlike so many others they'd encountered, it was unlocked. Almost as though he was afraid it would suddenly lock itself, Junpei threw the door open. He stepped inside.
Oh, wow.
It took only a moment for Junpei to take in his new surroundings.
Is this some kind of casino?
Sure looks like one.
Before Junpei could comment further, a noise from behind made him turn around. Snake was shaking the door they'd just come through.
Well, this is troubling.
It's locked, isn't it? As Seven and Junpei watched, he threw up his hands in frustration and kicked the door for good measure.
It seems we are once again locked in.
Okay. There was no reason to panic, however.
Even if that door was open, it's not like we had anywhere to go that way.
So we must find another exit then.
Alright guys, let's split up and search this room. Come on, no dawdling, let's go. Quickly
I
now.
guess there's worse places to get locked into. And Seven, why are you always trying to split up from people? Why are you always trying to go be by yourself? What are you doing? Spurred to action by Seven's words, Junpei and Snake began to examine the room. Seek a way out. Okay, so I'm assuming this is still one door technically though. Even though it's technically a second door, but I feel like this is still 1 out of the 9. Could be wrong. We shall see. Okay. Looks pretty standard in terms of an in-mansion casino, because I've obviously been to so many of those. I don't 100% know what that game at the bottom left corner is called. My gut tells me craps. I don't think that's craps. Maybe it is craps. Either way, it's a game of sorts. Looks like we have a bar at the top left corner. We have various tables and chairs for people to sit in, probably to gamble with like blackjack or something. And then we have some slots toward the bottom right there. Okay. Let's see. Hey Junpei, I just found this on the shelf. A playing card? Hey, card number 4, the 4 of spades. Interesting. There's a whole lot of glasses on that shelf. It doesn't look like there's anything else back there though. Junpei, I found this on the counter. Feels like a playing card. Number 7 of spades. Actually, just to be certain, make sure I look at the back of that. Okay, we're good. The counter's pretty well polished. Well, would you look at that? Someone left a bottle of booze here. Don't mind if I do. Look. Ah! Oh, that hits the spot. Feels like my throat's burning. Damn, he really drank it. I don't even know how long it's been in there. Hey, it just aged, right? Here's a bottle with some booze in it sitting on the counter. One more sip. I don't think so. I'm cutting you off, pal. Whimper. Okay. That's it for the counter. Nothing on the floor. The chandeliers hang chandelier-like from the ceiling. Okay. That's everything in this angle. Number 5. The 5 of spades. There's nothing on the table anymore. Standard run-of-the-mill chairs. Those are some strange-looking chandeliers. They look kind of like UFOs from that movie, Michelle's Farm Tools. What the hell kind of movie is that? Michelle's Farm Tools. Oh my god, I don't think that's doing numbers in the theater. Okay, I think that's everything over here. Ooh. There's something on the table. You don't say. It's a 3 of spades. Suddenly, 7 began to speak.
Ah, Baccarat.
Baccarat?
You ever played Junpei?
No. Junpei shook his head. He barely even heard of the game.
No, never.
Alright then, how about I explain the rules to you a bit? See, Baccarat is kind of an unusual game. You've got the banker and the player. The whole point is that you guess which one's gonna win. And whether the banker or the player wins, it all depends on their hands. The way each hand works is different from other games too. You See, you take the number from the ones place after you add up the value of all your cards. Whoever gets the number closest to 9 wins. If your number is smaller than your opponent's, you lose.
Oh. Okay.
And that's it. That's the explanation.
It's the
Got
whole
it?
game?
Well, actually, there's a lot more to it. Strategy, details, that sort of stuff.
Okay.
But what I just told you sums up the core of the game pretty well.
Interesting.
The single digit of the sum of all the cards you have. The strongest hand is a 9, and the weakest hand is a 0. You just ignore the number in the 10 spot.
Okay. So you do not add the numbers together if you end up with a double-digit number.
Do you get it?
I think so.
Yeah.
He hadn't been asked for it, but 7's explanation, rushed though it had been, was helpful.
Well, maybe half of it. Enough. I got a chance at winning the game if I play now.
However, we have no way of knowing if the puzzle in the Baccarat table makes use of those rules, and if it does, in what manner.
Then I guess we try everything.
Feeling more confident, if only slightly, Junpei approached the Baccarat table. Ooh. Do I play the cards I have? I can see the playing card behind this thick glass case. It's the 8 of spades. Hey 7, are we really supposed to play Baccarat? It's a Baccarat table. What the hell else would we do? Stop worrying about it. It's really simple. What's the opponent's hand? Well, there's an 8 in that glass case. All right, then that's your opponent's number. If that's the case, what 3 cards do we need to get that number? 3 cards? There are a couple of indentations with white lines around them, right? Those mean we gotta put down 3 cards. So, place 3 cards here to defeat the opponent's 8. That's what I've got to do, I guess. Yeah, I think so. Something tells me those aren't the only rules. All right, let's give it a shot. Okay, fun. Before I start, I'd better make sure I've got the rules straight. There are 3 empty indentations. I just gotta pick a card and play it. I figure if I put them in the right spots, something ought to happen. All right, let's give this a try. Okay, do we have anything that would total a 9? 3, 4, and 5 is 12. 3, 4, and 7 is 14. 3, 5, and 7 is 15. 4, 5, and 7 is 16. So no, I need some more cards. I will be back though. I sure will. The chairs seem perfectly normal and cherry. There are 4 chairs surrounding the square table. That's a square table. It looks like a mahjong table. Do you play mahjong, 7? Maybe. I don't remember exactly, but wait. Okay, because it just occurred to me that Mr. Amnesiac just very thoroughly explained to me how to play Baccarat. So clearly he has some of his memory coming back, if he even lost it at all. Excellent. Once we vacated this vessel, I should like to play a game with you. Can you, play? So long as you tell me which tiles I'm eliminating. Yes, I believe I at least have enough skill to defeat an amateur. However, I must ask you to remove the red tiles when we play. Check out that stained glass! How beautiful. What? Huh? Stained glass is colored pieces of glass, placed together in a frame. As I've said many times before, I need only touch it to know. I can at least discern the basic structure. See, again, I don't trust any of you people. Like, I think he's probably blind, because why would you lie about that? Because no other characters in any other game I've played have done that. So, I definitely don't have trauma from that, but I don't know. Like, yes, he played that off very well. Like, oh, well, I can touch it. I can see, probably feel it's gonna be beautiful, whatever. But it's like, and then 7 with the amnesia, you know? I don't know. All I can see in there is lighting fixtures, though. Probably means the stained glasses look outside. didn't trust any of them as far as I can throw them, to be honest. All right, keep going. It says 1 on the plate. The coin slot. So I've got the symbols for heart, spade, and diamond here. The slot machine has a pretty old-fashioned design. It looks well maintained and probably still works. I do not like slot machines personally. Like, I've only gambled in Vegas and stuff a couple times. I don't know. It's not my thing. I don't like games of luck. I like games of skill. But I don't know, slots, like I know it's probably one of those things where like every so many turns wins and whatever, but like, I don't know. Like it's fun, but it's more fun when it's fake money and you're not actually losing anything. I don't know. Huh, a light. Wait, did Snake just tense up? See, why does he keep doing that? Why does he keep doing that? What is up with him and lights? Hey, what's up? No, never mind. No need to worry. Snake, are you a vampire? Like, what's the problem? What is the problem with you and light? I don't know what's going on, but I feel like this game goes a lot deeper than just 9 people being kidnapped. I feel like every person here has something going on with them, and oh man. We shall see. We shall see. Same dialogue as before. Okay, okay. And number 2. Okay. Anything else? Oh, what is the arrow for? I do not know. Oh, okay. Ooh. It seems the card is attached to the panel. And attached very well, it seems. If you don't mind, what sort of card is this? It's a playing card. The Ace of Spades, in fact. Which we could probably use for our Baccarat game. So, the Ace of Spades is stuck. It's on there really good. I don't think I can get it off. Here's the card slot. Looks like we need to put a playing card in here. Alright, let's give it a shot. What in the heck? Okay, well, I think we're probably supposed to total 9. So I need an 8, and I don't have that. So, yeah. Okay, it's not working. So it would seem. I'm shocked and appalled that guessing at random has not yielded better results. Okay, sarcasm. Yeah. Oh. I actually have some more time for Winston's insulin today, so we are good. There's a thick stone gate here. Okay. The lights shine a bright yellow glow. Huh. Damn it! This isn't exactly working out the way I expected. It's locked, isn't it? Is there a keyhole here? If there is, I can't find it. Well, there must be some way to unlock it. Let's look around a little more, shall we? Okay. Okay. Alright. A lot of mysteries in this room, and I think that's every angle. Nope, sure wasn't. We got one more. One more. Okay. That's good news. Ooh, I see a playing card. Junpei. I can feel a frame here. What sort of painting is it? Clouds, maybe? Clouds? Well, maybe it's a rabbit. A rabbit? Well, if it's not that, it might be a close-up of some teeth. Oh, I guess there's actually nothing there. Just a blank piece of canvas in a frame. I see. How strange. What is this one? I hope it's an 8. Didn't think I'd find a card here. Dang it. We got a 6 of spades, guys. Wait. Okay. There's a weird looking floating in there. Weird looking thing floating in there. There's a weird looking thing floating in there. Ooh. Spade, diamond, heart. Wait, when those 2 lights turned on, I heard something from the bottom of the fireplace. What was that? I heard something down there. Oh, clubs, not spades. Clubs, diamonds, hearts. What's that? When I turn on these lights, they make these shadows on the canvas. And the shadows look like the 3 symbols, right? Yeah. Clubs, diamonds, hearts. Okay. There's a pair of lights, each with a strange glass object in front of it on top of the fireplace. What is underneath? A coin bag! There are a whole bunch of coins stuffed into this velour bag. Look at all those coins. Perhaps these coins will allow us to convince the machines to move. Why are you saying it like that? Okay. Firewood, nothing else. Fireplace, there's some firewood here, but nothing else. This chair goes to the poker table. Feels really soft. This door is shut tight. It won't open. Ah, yes, the door we just came through. Well, at any rate, this gate is very impressive. It feels like granite. It seems to be elaborately decorated in several places. A shame I cannot see it. And also, was he always blind, or did something happen to him? You know, I got a lot of questions here. I'm sure they'll get answered, just not this second. Okay, well, seeing as we still don't have an 8, and I don't believe we can beat Homeboy yet, but let's see. Homeboy, I don't know why I said Homeboy. I don't even know who we're playing against. Okay, so we got a 6. So 3, 4, 6 would be 13. 3, 5, 6 would be 14. 3, 6, 7 would be 16. Okay. 4, 5, 6 is 15. 4, 5, 6, 7 is 18. Okay, so we can tie him now. I wonder if we get dialogue for tying. Because obviously we need to get 19 and we need our 8 for that. All right, if I just put down these 3 cards. Yes, open for me. Great, you did it, Junpei. You think it's telling us to take the 8 card? Oh, shoot, really? Oh my God, let's go. Let's go. I was not expecting that, actually. Okay. Don't need him anyway. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Now we can go back over here. Put our little 8 in here. And in you go. Hey, all right, it opened up. It seems we have another device to contend with, yes? There are 3 slots in this one. Okay, so we need it to total 9, it appears. Let's see, 3 slots for cards, and there's a 9 right below them. So that probably means we gotta make 9 with the 3 cards we put in the slots, right? Just like what we did over there at the Baccarat table. All right, let's give it a shot. Do I even still have 3 cards? Yeah, I don't. So we have a 3 and a 4. So we need a 2, if we can find it. Okay. Don't you think maybe we don't have enough cards? Yeah, probably. That means there's gotta be something more lying around somewhere. Okay. What we can do is place some slots, and it's not my money, so I'm down. I'm down. All right, let's put a coin from that bag in here. So what was it, club, I already forgot. Club heart diamond or club diamond heart? What happened? I heard an odd noise. Well, to be honest, I don't know. I pressed some of the buttons and smacked the machine once or twice, but nothing happened. Oh, looks like the coin got stuck. Oh dear. Here, let me go back and see what I even need. Club diamond heart, okay. Listen, when machine 1 don't work, don't you worry, we got another one. Another one. All right, let's drop this coin in the coin slot. Come on, you little, I only need 1 of you. Ooh, okay. 2, I get to, wait. Okay, Oh. Interesting. This is a tough one. And what is so tough, if I might ask? Hitting these reels just right. The timing is, well, it's not easy. I don't believe you need to hit them just right. Huh? Well, before I go back to that, I did want to test this one out. This is the main body of, oh, yep, I do. What do you mean? You got the point again? Oh. Oh my god. You think that was my fault? It'll be fine, jerk. I'll put this coin in this slot and that'll show him. Watch it get stuck again. Do you intend to lock us in here? It's not my fault! The coin just got stuck all on its own! Huh. Oh boy. Well, that answers my question. Okay, back to 2. So again, it's Club Diamond Heart. Junpei, are the reels the only place where you see the symbols? Huh? Don't you think the symbols might be found in other places as well, apart from the reels? Aha! 777! Yes! 777! And I think I hear something unlocking in there. Impressive, Junpei. It would appear to be unlocked now. There is something akin to a drawer at the bottom part of this machine, yes? That's a pickup drawer for dividend. Probably the lock for the drawer got unlocked. Please open it if you would. Nice! What is it? Is there something in there? Yeah, a playing card. And this, a key with the Venus symbol on it. Excellent, Junpei. Now we will be able to open the gate. We just need to figure out how to get out of this room. Correct. Come on, Junpei, hurry up. And he's off. There was a playing card and a Venus key. I hope it's a 2. Better put the key in my pocket for later. As for the card, number 2. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Okay. Now we can put our 2, our 3, and our 4. All right, so I put all the cards we had left into the slots. What happens now? Is that? Yes, I did hear something from the exit. Excellent work, Junpei. Wonderful. It seems the exit is unlocked. Let's go. Okay, like, I feel like I should not say this out loud because, again, I'm gonna jinx myself. But I'm really looking forward to when this gets more difficult. I want a challenge, and it's been fun, but it's been, you know, it's been flowing along very nicely. Everything's in its place. Everything's pretty obvious, straightforward. I want a challenge. Now, will I regret that? Probably, but for now, I'm looking forward to it. Isn't the exit unlocked now? The liquor! You're gonna drink that booze on the counter! Well, I'm not gonna let you beat me to it. For one, you're way too young to drink liquor. I turned 21 a while ago. Ugh, just leave my medicine alone, alright? Junpei, we must leave before 7 goes insane. I think it's a little late for that. Junpei, you really want this, you're gonna have to get through me first. You can't even guess at my true strength. You don't want to die here. Turn around. Would you like me to leave you two alone together? Okay. Any more dialogue? You should know this, Junpei. I got my nickname of 7 after I took out 7 guys at once and sent them all to the hospital. I'm a legend. Wait, didn't you have amnesia? No, because I want to fight all of them. All of them. All of them. Oh my god. Alright, let's go. You found it. Junpei and his companions ran out of the casino and into a large open room. A room, in fact, that they had been in once before. There was little to surprise them there. They already knew what their next step had to be.
This way!
The iron gate still stood in place, locked tight, blocking the stairway. And right in the center of it,
The keyhole with the Venus symbol. The Venus key should work here.
wasting no time, he pulled it out, then shoved it into the keyhole. He turned it. With a distinctive sound of metal on metal, he felt the lock click open.
It sounds like it did. Alright, let's get this thing open.
No problem. Let me help with this one.
Junpei grabbed the handle on the left side, and Seven took the handle on the right. On Junpei's signal, they both pushed and the gate creaked open.
It sounds as though you have opened it. We should be able to reach C deck now, I imagine.
Snake, are you gonna be alright? I mean, the stairs.
Please, do not do yourself the embarrassment of underestimating me. I would be unlikely to trip even if I were running backwards.
We stand.
Good to hear. Let's move.
At Seven's words, they leapt onto the stairs and jogged quickly down them. In no time at all, they found themselves on C deck.
Everything looks okay here.
We should check the next deck down, just in case.
When he reached the water, he called back up to Snake and Seven.
Just what I thought. D-deck is completely underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
The surface of the water below them was flat, like a mirror.
I'm just glad the water level hasn't changed much.
Back to the C deck then.
Now, how about we check out what's here?
They began searching around and taking stock of what was on C deck.
There are 2 elevators over there, which means it's probably the same upstairs.
There's a card reader between them. And another weird mark.
Hey, check it out. It's the symbol for Lotus.
Huh.
What?
See? It's got the woman symbol, and then it's got the devil horns, right?
Hilarious.
Yeah, I see it. No 2 ways about it.
Oh, you really love that word.
That was a pretty good one, kid.
Seven tousled Junpei's hair in what he likely thought to be a friendly manner. Junpei feared his neck might break, even though it was clear Seven had kept his strength in check.
Oh, whoa, would you watch it, man? Whoa, that hurts. You're gonna break my neck.
What are you talking about? The human body ain't that weak. Maybe this'll toughen you up, huh?
If we were looking for a devil, we've got one right here.
Thankfully, Snake interrupted. After Junpei's observation, he'd gone over to examine the card reader.
This is a Mercury symbol. The marks you mistook for horns are a stylized version of the wings and staff of Hermes.
Wings and a staff. Huh. So then, she beats you with the staff until you die and go to heaven. Sounds like Lotus, alright.
Oh my god. Seven shook Junpei's head even more vigorously, and the younger man began to feel as though his brain was being jostled about inside his skull.
7? Oh, that's too much! Oh, my head!
Junpei's stomach began churning uncomfortably.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
I'm
he
gonna
probably has a
puke.
migraine now. What the heck?
Unless we can activate this device, I doubt the elevator will function.
In other words, we gotta find a key card with a Mercury symbol on it.
So I would assume.
Let's forget the elevators for right now. How about that hallway to the left?
Whoa, there's a bunch of doors.
Mm-hmm. There were a great many doors lining both sides of the hallway. They seemed to stretch on forever, and all 3 men suddenly felt very small.
Ah, shit. We're not gonna have enough time to check all these, are we?
Maybe we can come back here later. We should check out the other side. Let's head back.
To the right of the stairs, another hallway stretched out, reaching deep into the bowels of the ship.
To the right this time.
After a few moments of moving briskly down the hallway, they emerged into an area roughly the same size and shape as the one at the top of the stairs. On the left side of the room were 4 French doors.
There are doors here too.
Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them up, starting with the closest one there.
Okay, I'm on it.
Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave it a small tug and felt it move.
Huh, it isn't locked. I'm going to open it.
Thrilled to have found another unlocked door, he threw it open. It just keeps making me nervous. I think I'm like traumatized from Amori and the jump scares a little bit, honestly. I'm like waiting. Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw.
What?
Oh my god. Oh no. There's more doors. And also a lot of beds, like a morgue vibe? Like a... Oh. He simply stood, unable to speak. Seven's eyes opened wide, and his mouth gaped. After a few long moments, Seven at last managed to speak.
Hey, what is this place?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
It's so huge and empty.
Mm-hmm. A massive room stretched out in front of them, more a cavern or a tavern than a room. Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on Seven and Junpei. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of beds. They were simple things, little more than pipe and thin mattresses.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
Is this a hospital? The harsh scent in the air is reminiscent of antiseptic solution.
Okay.
I think so. There are shelves in the center of the room with medicine and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end.
Okay, why do only 3 of them have numbers, though? 3 of them were emblazoned with large single-digit numbers made with thick red paint.
The left door says 3. The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8. There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Hey, why is that door between 3 and 7 blank? Does that mean anything?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
Yeah, good idea.
Do they not have the little reds next to them? I feel like they do. The 3 of them threaded their way through the beds toward the back of the room. Upon reaching them, they proceed to investigate each door in turn, but to no avail. Those look like reds to me. I hope our friends
Locked.
are okay.
Just like I thought.
Naturally. After all, there are rules to the Nonary Game, and to allow these doors to open easily would violate those rules.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we can authenticate ourselves with the red, the numbered doors will...
Whoa, check this out.
Suddenly, Seven spoke up, interrupting Snake.
Look at the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember the red back at the main staircase? If there wasn't anyone in it, it said vacant on the little screen, remember?
True.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
But this one...
Is out of service.
There's nothing.
Right? You think it's broken?
Only one way to find out.
No, nothing.
Junpei and the others put their hands on the panel, but nothing happened. The red refused to change. They tried pulling the lever, and still nothing. As they soon discovered, it wasn't the only red on door 8 that seemed to be malfunctioning.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
I didn't think all of them would be malfunctioning.
We probably need the rest of the group. Like, we literally can only, make a 5 with our numbers?
What does it mean?
They've gotta be broken. Man, that bastard. I didn't think Zero was the kind of guy who'd screw around with something like this.
Whoa, Zero's been prepared for everything so far, and you're saying he's gonna make a mistake now?
Well, that's the only thing I can think of. This thing ain't working at all.
While Junpei and Seven talked, Snake busied himself with examining the red. After a time, he lowered his hands and spoke.
It seems as if some of the internal hardware has been removed.
Oh!
Internal hardware?
Great!
That is what I said. Take a look at the underside of this red, if you please.
The bottom?
Junpei obliged and bent over to look at the underside of the device.
Huh, there's a thin slot here. I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
The other two reds are the same. Something's been removed from all three of them.
Like a key card?
I get it. So the reds aren't working because somebody pulled out their guts.
So I assume.
But why? And who? I mean, it really doesn't make sense.
I have no idea. Why on earth would I know something like that?
Just then, they heard the sound of a door opening.
Oh, what now?
Is it our friends? The three of them turned and saw Akane! Oh no, Junpei thought. It's
June!
June Cake. She stopped short, surprised to see them, and was very nearly bowled over by the rest of her companions who were coming through the door behind her.
Ace! Santa! Clover!
We all
and
made
Lotus!
it! Yay!
Guess everyone's here.
Period. Junpei and Seven were, for the moment, at a loss for words.
What are you guys doing?
Why are you...
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information.
Okay. After a moment of silence and surprise, everyone suddenly began to talk, desperate to exchange information. They talked about the rooms they'd been through, and how they'd ended up in the same place. Of course, none of it was very useful information, but that hardly mattered. They were happy to simply see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of smile, almost as though they had already forgotten about the death of the ninth man. No, thought Junpei. Perhaps that wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what drove them to smile at one another. Not in a morbid or hateful way. No, the ninth man had died. They were still alive, and that was something to be happy about. A sort of simple, uncomplicated joy, Junpei thought. The joy of being alive. Still alive. He felt sorry for the ninth man, but more than anything, Junpei was just happy to be alive. Really droning that point in. Okay, yeah.
And that's what we know.
With that, Junpei finished his own explanation. So, of course, I am sad that I don't get to hear what the other group experienced, but I'm assuming that's because if we choose the other route, then we'll get to experience it ourselves.
Well, this isn't good. If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
What about that big hallway? Maybe there's somewhere in there we might be able to go.
No, there's nothing there. The five of us had a quick look.
A quick look? Can we have a thorough one?
There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
You mean all those doors are for hospital rooms?
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
Kind of insane.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
It had one of those solar system mark things on it.
It was the Jupiter symbol.
Jupiter.
I wonder what it means.
Confusion seemed to be the consensus.
While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this.
No one, not even Snake, appeared ready to offer an answer until Seven unexpectedly spoke up.
Well, I figure it's probably a hospital ship. Chances are it's the
What is a
gigantic.
hospital ship?
The gigantic?
What is a hospital ship? Junpei looked at Seven, shocked both by his knowledge and the apparent identity of their prison. He was not the only one.
What is this gigantic?
Seven nodded to Lotus and began to speak.
The gigantic. She was a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century.
Again, amnesia.
Actually, the Titanic had two sister ships, and they looked exactly the same. The gigantic was said to be one of them.
The gigantic, the Titanic, and the pedantic.
They intended to make her a passenger liner like the Titanic, but World War I began soon after the ship launched. The British Navy took her over and made her a hospital ship. At some point during the war, the gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. She ran aground afterwards so she didn't end up sunk. What happened to her after that? One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gourdane bought her. Seemed like he'd been one of the few to survive the Titanic sinking. That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic. Soon enough, the guy wanted the Titanic itself, which was impossible, of course. It's stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. But the Gigantic wasn't. And seeing as she was identical...
So you're saying this Lord Gourdane bought this ship?
Yeah, at least I think I am.
That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
I mean...
Pipe down, just pay attention. What, that's it? Well, have you got any proof?
Proof?
Proof that this ship is really the Gigantic.
Well, this ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So, I just figured...
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
No, I've got more.
Like?
Well, I mean...
Seven looked around desperately, doing anything to avoid meeting Lotus's piercing stare. He scratched his head for a moment, then gave up. Finally, he opened his mouth.
I don't know.
Lotus sighed and shook her head.
I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Then, almost as if to save Seven from further embarrassment, a bell began to ring from far away.
Oh, I bet.
It sounds like the clock in the main stairway.
Sorry, I'm thinking about the chime from earlier again. I think it was my mom's grandfather clock. Junpei counted each chime carefully.
10, 11,
Wait,
12. 12.
that's gonna drive me insane. Oh, God.
It's midnight. Then we've still got 6 hours left,
Oh
right?
my God. That was so fast.
Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the
Not
race.
great timing, guys.
What do you mean, find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
We've looked everywhere in this room,
They had been examining the room as they talked.
but we haven't found anything.
Right.
That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, not just one.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
Well, you already checked some of them out before you came here, right?
We each checked a single room, so 5 rooms in total.
Alright then, that's 5 rooms we don't have to search. We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
Oh my God. 48?
There are 48 other rooms?
Lotus did not seem excited by the prospect. Seven fidgeted nervously before responding.
Maybe?
Okay, again. Did he count them? How did he just know that there were 48? I don't trust that man. After some discussion, the 8 of them decided which rooms to begin with and in what order they would go. Junpei was chosen to search the rooms on the starboard side, moving from fore to aft.
Alright, so everyone knows which area they're searching?
Yeah.
Yes!
They also determined when they would return to report their findings. The next time the clock sounded the time. We're gonna spend an hour on this? Bro, we are not trying to get out of here alive. This is crazy. When it did, they would meet back in the large central room full of beds.
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again. How about in that room with all the beds?
Yeah, sounds straightforward enough.
If during their search, any one of them were to locate the missing components, they were to yell for the others.
I'll shout if I find any of the components we need.
I hope we can find them within the time limit.
If this strategy failed, they'd return to discuss their options later.
If we can't, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Right. Then let's do this.
The details decided, they left to begin searching. Out into the hallway they went, each to the rooms they'd been assigned. However, What? From far away, Junpei heard the bell ring? It did so only once. It was 1 a.m. What?
It's 1. I better get back to the others.
Oh, I don't get to search them myself. Okay. I don't like the sound of this. This feels wrong, this feels off, this feels bad. He jogged through the entrance of the large hospital room to find to find the 6 others already there. Well, thank God. Wait, the 6? The 6 others? Don't you mean the 7 others?
Huh?
Who's missing? Ace, Santa, Clover, June, 7, and Lotus. They had gathered in front of the door number 8. Okay, wait. Let me try to think if I can figure out who's missing, because I actually am not 100% sure. Okay, we have 7. Oh, shoot. Where's Snake? Where is Snake? Or perhaps, to be accurate, they had gathered in front of the red next to door number 8. Where is Snake?
Over there?
Had one of them found the missing piece?
What happened, guys?
It was June who answered him.
Junpei, look!
She was pointing at the red. He pushed through the others until he stood in front of it. Immediately, he knew what she had meant.
Vacant?
Junpei sighed.
Come on, guys. Who was it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it.
Well...
Junpei wondered why she was hesitating. The others looked as confused as June, but kept their mouths shut.
What the hell? What is up with you guys?
They all knew something he didn't, and Junpei wasn't about to leave things that way. Finally, Lotus frowned and spoke.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know.
You don't know?
When I got back, it was already like this.
Where is Snake?
There's no one else here. That means I was the first one back, but the missing parts were already back in the red.
Bro.
What? Let me see.
Junpei looked at the bottom of the red again just to make sure. The slot had been open on the bottom, was now covered with metal.
You're right. It's in there. What about the other 2?
They're the same.
Let me take a look.
Junpei quickly examined the other 2 boxes.
It's just as you said.
Satisfied that they were also repaired, but still very confused, he returned to the others.
Alright, I just want to be sure here. Nobody has any idea what the hell happened here, right?
I think one person does.
Correct.
None.
Ace and June nodded silently. 7 raised his hands as if to say, not me, and Santa just shrugged. Clover? Where is your brother? Only Clover. See? Only Clover lowered her head and did nothing.
Huh. Wait a minute.
Clover? Spill. That was when he noticed the missing snake.
Where's Snake?
Where is Snake? Clover? Junpei swept his eyes across the room a second time, but Snake was nowhere to be seen.
Does that mean that he found them?
Yes, I think so.
I have no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
Clover?
I don't suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person.
Well, whatever he did or didn't do is pretty damn late. What the hell is he up to?
Maybe he's lost.
Yeah, well, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I don't know how he gets around in the first place.
Clover raised her head.
No! That's impossible!
Suddenly she was shouting.
Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can get around as well as anyone who can see.
Okay, girl. Okay, or bad, but like, what do you know?
So he couldn't get lost. That's impossible.
Okay. Clover had started to shake and the knuckles of her hands had gone white. She spun around, but before she did, Junpei noticed tears welling up in her eyes. Okay, so she's clearly terrified that something happened to him.
Look for him!
The words were barely out of her mouth when she began to run.
Hey, hold on, Clover! Wait!
Junpei cried out to her, but he was too slow. She kept going, and before anyone else could react, she was gone.
Well, that didn't work. Damn it. What should we do now?
Well, the red is working now.
No! We're not leaving two people behind! We should go look for them!
I agree.
Oh man, this ain't good.
Oh, yes, what an excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's waste some more by looking for a couple of idiots.
Welcome back, Santa. We missed you.
Then remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time. We've only 5 hours left.
Junpei and the others nodded to one another and took off at a run. In front of the stairs that led to B deck, they decided to split up.
Let's split up.
All right, I'll take this direction.
Then I shall look that way.
I'll be over here.
See you all later.
Soon, only two of them were left, Junpei and Juncake. Those two were Junpei and June, who had been a few steps behind the others.
All right, we should go too.
Yes, let's go! But where should we start?
Let's see.
Ooh, I don't know. The casino, the first class cabin, the hallway with all the rooms, or back to the large hospital room. Okay. Snake was with me in the casino and in the first class cabin, but why would he go back there if we were looking for something in this new area? That doesn't really make any sense. I feel like the logical answer is the hallway with all the rooms. I want to choose the large hospital room just because I know he's not in there, but I feel like it'd be funny. And also, maybe there's something else in there I haven't seen.
How about the casino on B deck?
Okay, well, I accidentally pressed a different button, so I guess we're doing the casino.
Okay, let's go, Junpei.
You know what, Juncake? Let me show you how a real man bets. Okay, go win us some money. Go win us some money. Before they knew it, they were there. So was Lotus. She was leaning against the wall, examining her nails.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
She glanced up at him, unimpressed.
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake.
I'm just not seeing it.
Really? Maybe you need to look harder.
I don't think that's the problem.
Oh, by the way, I've got a proposal for you two. Care to hear it?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, I don't like to beat around the bush, so I'll get right to it. Why don't we team up?
An alliance?
Team up?
Yeah. What? You need me to explain it to you? I'm saying, why don't we go through a numbered door?
Okay, she's 8, I'm 5, June's 6. 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 6 is 19, so 10. So 1. I don't think any of them were 1, though.
Even if we wanted to, that's impossible.
What?
Junpei's bracelet number is 5, mine is 6, and yours is 8. Our digital root would be 1. But there's no number 1 door in the large hospital room. The only doors there are 3, 7, and 8.
Then we add another person.
Huh?
Who?
What? Isn't that easy? 7.
Oh, if we add 7, 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7 equals 26. The digital root of 26, 2 plus 6 equals 8.
Then the 4 of them could go through the number 8 door. But...
Wait a minute. What about the other 4? Ace, Snake, Santa, and Clover.
Well, why don't you add them?
that was simple enough.
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10. And 1 plus 0 equals 1.
So they'd be forked.
The digital root for those 4 would be 1.
That's right.
And you know the number 1 door isn't in the big hospital room, right?
Lotus, you're trying to kill them, and the only reason you're not trying to kill us It's because we found you first. I don't like that. And neither does Franklin.
Of course I know that.
No! Are you saying you'd leave them behind?
Yes, that's precisely what she's saying.
Of course not. What kind of woman do you think I am?
A terrible one. How are you going to explain your way out of this?
Once we get off the ship, we could come back and rescue them, couldn't we?
What are you talking about?
Then we wouldn't really be leaving them behind.
So you want us four to escape the ship, somehow manage to make our way back to the ship, and rescue them all before the clock strikes 6.
Don't try to lie to us. I don't think you do anything of the sort.
Really? Why do you think that?
You remember, don't you? We have less than 5 hours left. Even if we manage to escape, there's no way we could come back to rescue them in less than 5 hours.
Correct.
Well, you never know until you try.
Lotus, respectfully, shut the fork up.
No,
What
you're
are you
not thinking
talking
this
about?
through.
No, she is thinking it through. She just doesn't care about their lives.
Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship.
Correct.
The 4 of us couldn't open door 9. It is hidden,
Stupid.
but an exit can be found.
Stupid.
Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Lotus, everybody else had beef with you for seemingly no reason, and honestly, I didn't. Until now.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, if you're gonna be evil, at least think it through.
The digital route for the 4 of us would be 8, so we'd have to add Ace to make 9.
That's right. Unless we bring Ace too, we'll be stuck.
Lotus scratched the back of her ear.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
Unfortunate. That's all you have to say?
Also, there's only 8 of us left, and there's 3 doors. I had been assuming this entire time that we had to go through all of the doors available, but I don't think that's true because it's impossible with 3 doors and a minimum of 3 people needed for each door. We would need 9 people, and we all know what happened to number 9. So I'm guessing from here on out, we're just gonna go through whatever doors we can go through and whatever doors we need to, even if some doors are left unsearched. She didn't sound particularly bothered by what Junpei had said, nor did she seem particularly surprised.
Well, let's try and find another way, okay? A way to get out of here with all 8 of us.
That's impossible. Are you being serious? And you do know that only 5 people, at most, can go through one of the numbered doors, right? The number 9 isn't going to be an exception to that rule. Regardless, at least 3 people will get left behind.
That's a good and very concerning point.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
The moment he said it, Junpei felt a chill run down his spine.
No. Wait just a second. You're skipping over a really big detail.
Yes, what she said was true, but how Lotus could remain cavalier about so terrifying a prospect was beyond him.
Is that really okay? That means 3 people will die in the end. Are you okay with that? That's just...
Lotus's forehead furrowed.
You think I can have a moment alone? There are some things I need to think about.
I don't like the sound of that. And I don't trust her either. Junpei and June turned and began walking away from Lotus.
That didn't turn out to be a very pleasant conversation.
Yeah.
Junpei's heart felt heavy and his step sluggish. Junpei is such an empath. Like, man's genuinely concerned about the well-being of everyone here to the point where he is feeling guilty that 3 people aren't going to make it. And it's not even his fault. And honestly, I can relate. But he told himself pessimism would get them nowhere.
Well, regardless.
So he forced himself to smile and turn to June.
Let's just focus on finding Snake for now, okay?
Yes, you're right. We can think about those other things later.
Yeah.
Junpei nodded.
Alright, where should we go next?
Okay, well now I kind of just want to go to all of them.
Let's go take a look at the first class cabin. It's really close.
They turned around and took off down the hallway to their left. Outside of the first class cabin, they found Clover. She was standing in front of the wall. She was staring at a meaningless point on the wall, her eyes blank. What should Junpei do? Obviously talk to her.
Are you alright?
He did his best to sound friendly, but Clover didn't respond.
Look, I know you're really worried, but...
He could think of no words to say that didn't sound hollow and fake. Junpei hesitated. Clover was so consumed by worry and fear that Junpei feared it would crush her. Her actions didn't surprise him. She had suddenly lost her brother, who she seemed to have been very close to.
Alone.
Her voice was thin and barely audible.
Alone.
Hmm?
I think she's trying to say alone?
I said leave me alone!
Oh, my bad. Suddenly she was screaming.
You're so annoying! Just go away and leave me alone! Just looking at you guys is pissing me off!
Wow. Everybody has lost their minds.
Go away, okay? Just go somewhere else! Stop bothering me!
Junpei was taken aback, as was Michaela. Such anger and hate. June's eyes had gone wide with surprise as well.
Why are you still here? Did you hear me?
Girl, are you good? Like, you're obviously not, and I get it. Your brother's missing. You're entitled to a little freak out. But do you not realize we're trying to help?
Huh? Fine, forget it. If you aren't gonna leave, then I'll just...
Alright, let's go, June.
Yeah.
Okay, they turned and left Clover. As they did, Junpei glanced back over his shoulder to see Clover wiping tears from her face. My God. Clover had driven home the misery of their situation, but Junpei told himself that getting depressed would get him nowhere but depressed.
We really need to find Snake for Clover.
He did his best to push away the misery and depression and forced a smile.
So, where do you think we should go next?
Well, why would we be able to... Wait, okay, let me just see if going back to the casino does anything.
How about the casino?
Let's go take a look.
They turned and headed off down the hallway to their right at a jog. No Lotus?
There's no one here.
Huh.
Let's try somewhere else.
Interesting. Oh, and now I can't go back to the first class cabin. Okay.
Let's go back downstairs and check out that hallway with all the doors.
Together, they ran down the stairs.
Oh, it's Ace.
Ahead of them, farther down the hallway, they spotted Ace.
Hey, Snake! Where are you? Answer me if you're there!
What should Junpei do? Run to Ace.
Let's go.
With June in tow, Junpei jogged up to Ace. Hearing their footsteps, he turned to greet them.
Ah, hello there. Snake is... well, that's obvious, isn't it? I assume you haven't found him yet?
Yeah, doesn't seem like you're having any luck either.
I really wonder where he could have gone.
Well, wherever he's disappeared to, we must find him as quickly as we can. For Clover's sake.
Right.
June's face looked kind of enraptured.
By the way, do you think Clover and Snake are really siblings?
Why are we questioning that?
No,
June is literally me. No, June's face is literally me because respectfully, we have too many question marks on the table and that was not one of them. Why are we adding to the mystique? Why would you say that? The question seemed somehow odd to Junpei.
Why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They don't look alike at all.
Ace looked at him for a moment and then spoke.
Yes, now that you mention it, they don't.
Okay, first of all, not all siblings look perfectly identical. Second of all, they could be adopted. Third of all, why are we questioning this right now? Now that you mention it.
Still, there are a great many siblings who do not look like one another.
Exactly.
It certainly isn't rare.
Exactly. Junpei wasn't sure why, or even if he was seeing what he thought he was. But he could have sworn that Ace's face tightened as he spoke.
At any rate, we really must find Snake as soon as possible. The clock is ticking. We really can't afford to waste any time. Very well. Let's get back to the search, shall we? You can leave this area to me.
All right. Let's go, Junpei.
At June's urging, they left. Okay. They found themselves back at the stairs, but Junpei's mind was in turmoil.
Something about that was... I'll think on it later. Like Ace said, finding Snake is our top priority.
Junpei did his best to clear his mind.
Alright, where should we go next?
Okay, the first class cabin's back. Let's go back to the casino first.
Let's go take a look around the casino.
Okay, let's go.
They quickened their pace and headed for B deck.
There's no one here. Let's try somewhere else.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Well, why is this not an
Let's go
option
back
now?
downstairs and check out that hallway with all the doors.
Wait, okay, it is an option. It was just dark gray.
Oh, nobody's here.
Snake, of course, was nowhere to be found.
Let's look somewhere else.
But where?
Let's go check out the first class cabin.
Okay, I'm coming with you.
They quickened their pace and headed for B deck.
No one's here.
Alright,
Maybe we'll have more luck somewhere else. But where?
I think it's time to go back to the large hospital room.
Let's head back to the large hospital room.
All right, that's probably the best idea.
Together, they ran down the stairs.
Hey, wait. That's...
On their way to the large hospital room, Junpei and June noticed Santa standing next to the number 3 door.
Santa?
Junpei paused. Junpei and June walked up to Santa.
What are you doing?
What? You can't tell? I'm checking out the red.
Why? Is there something bothering you?
What? It's not bothering you?
Huh?
The guts of this red. Why wouldn't you wonder who the hell put it back in here?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm curious too, but...
Who do you think did it?
Santa's eyes narrowed as he looked at June. She shook her head.
I don't know.
Well, what about you, Junpei? Who do you think fixed this thing for us?
Snake! Oh. Ooh, someone other than the 8 of them is crazy. 0 is also crazy, because the thing about it being 0 is why would it be, like, there would be no reason for them to have not been working in the first place if 0 was just gonna fix it. Why is Lotus? Oh, because she was the first one there. Lotus is also an option, but I still think it's Snake.
Well, it seems like it would have to be Snake, wouldn't it? Maybe he got back here before any of us. He found the parts somewhere, put them back, and then went through one of the numbered doors.
I'm excited to choose differently when we play this a second time.
No, that's not possible. You have to authenticate with at least 3 people, or the red won't open the door. There's no way a single person could get through there by themselves.
Especially because none of these doors are 2. Even if he was able to get the root number, there's no 2.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It was a stupid mistake. Junpei knew it. How had he made such a foolish miscalculation? And how had Santa noticed it so quickly? Perhaps he just wasn't as clever as he used to be. Junpei shook his head sadly.
So, in other words, one of us is the person who fixed the red.
I still don't agree. I think Snake could have fixed it and then not gone through the doors. He could still be missing elsewhere, but it doesn't mean he didn't fix it.
Bingo! We have a winner!
But if that's true, then the person who did it doesn't want the rest of us to know that they fixed it.
Yeah.
But why?
No idea. Maybe if they can clean on that, it means we'd find out something else. Something bad.
Something bad?
Dunno. But whatever it is, it's gotta be worth hiding. Of course, it could have something to do with Snake's disappearance.
You think maybe they did something to Snake?
Yeah.
Junpei stared at Santa. There was something about him that made Junpei weary. At first, he'd assumed the other man wasn't terribly clever, But Junpei was beginning to think he would need to reevaluate that assessment. When Santa spoke again, his voice was quiet.
Look, if you trust anybody in this game, you're gonna lose. You've gotta be careful. The person you trust the most could turn out to be the one who stabs you in the back.
Don't talk about my Junie cake like that. With that depressing suggestion, he turned and quietly walked away.
And that's that, I guess.
Junpei and June looked at one another and smiled awkwardly. Finish searching. Okay, let's run it back one more time.
Let's go take a look around the casino.
Okay.
Nobody
Let's try somewhere
here.
else. Let's go take a look at...
First class cabin.
No one's here. Maybe we'll have more luck, but where?
All in all the
What, we can take...
rooms.
Okay.
Oh, nobody's here.
here.
Let's
Last
look
but not
somewhere else.
least,
But where?
Why
hospital
don't we go back?
room.
Okay.
I don't think anyone is here.
All right,
What next?
I guess we're done. They looked everywhere they could think of, but Snake was nowhere to be found.
Snake hasn't been anywhere we've searched.
Lotus looked around at 6 frustrated faces and spoke.
And we can't keep looking for him. Wherever he is, it's not here. We need to get moving.
Junpei couldn't disagree with what she was saying. Snake seemed to have completely disappeared. There was no point to wasting any more time. I mean, honestly, the only relevant person's opinion as to what we do next is Clover. Like, we can all decide we want to proceed, but it's really Clover who's going to decide whether we need to, like, give up or keep looking somehow. The others seemed to be having similar thoughts, but they stayed silent. Finally, Seven spoke.
We don't got a choice. Lotus is right. We're not going to find Snake. There's a problem, though. We've got to figure out who's going to go through which door.
Yes, I have a proposal.
Of course you do. She walked back and forth across the floor, her heels clicking against the wood. Finally, she stopped.
Why don't we decide on one person to sacrifice?
Oh my god, what is wrong with you?
Sacrifice?
Well, perhaps that's a bit of a harsh word, but yes. You've all figured it out by now, haven't you? We can't all make it through those doors. If we split into 2 teams of 4 and 3 people respectively, then 3 people will be left behind. If we split into 2 teams of 5 and 2 people respectively, then 2 people will be left behind. But if we split into 2 groups of 3 and leave 1 person out, then only 1 person will be left behind.
Wait. Why can't we split into 5 and 3? Okay, wait, hold on. We have 7 people right now because Snake is missing. So I'm confused. If we split into 5 and 2, why would 2 people be left behind? That would total 9. If we split into 4 and 3, why would 3 people be left behind? That would total 10. Am I insane? Leaving behind 3 people with 2 teams of 4 and 3? How would that leave behind 3 people? What are you talking about? Junpei wasn't quite sure that was true.
Wait a minute. 2 people get left behind if we split into 5 and 2. And 1 person is left behind if we split into 3, 3, and 1. I got that part. You can't go through the numbered doors with any less than 3 people.
We have 7 people. We can either do 3 and 4, or 3 and 4, actually. That's the only... Oh, wait. Yeah, 3 and 4. And if we had 8 people, it could be 3 and 5 or 4 and 4. So what the fork are we talking about right now? Nobody has to get left behind.
But if we split into 4 and 3, then why do 3 people have to be left behind?
Just run the numbers. Let's say we go through door 7 with 1, 4, 5, 6. Who's left over?
That would be 3, 7, 8.
What's the digital root for that?
9.
3 plus 7 plus 8 is 18, so add 1.
Exactly. But door 9 isn't here, right?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That means 3, 7, 8 won't be going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That was just an example, of course. There are a lot of different combinations, but the result will always be the same.
So there's no combination where we can split into 2 teams right now and both teams make it through the door?
It doesn't matter which 4 it is. The 3 that are left over can't go through any of the doors.
That's not good.
Go ahead and calculate it if you have the time.
I trust you.
We'll see.
I trust you.
Anyway, that's how it is. Now, if we can get back to my proposal, we only have to sacrifice 1 person if we split into 3, 3, and 1.
Yo, this is not good. This is not good. When 7 spoke, his voice was strained.
Then you're saying we gotta decide who's gonna stay behind.
Yes, we do. Given our circumstances, it's logically and morally the best solution. If the other 6 are to survive, then 1 person has to sacrifice themselves.
No, that's too cruel.
What's so cruel about it?
To just sacrifice someone like that?
Lotus said, I sacrifice people all the time. What are you talking about?
Then what's your plan? Maybe we should sacrifice 2 people instead of just 1.
That's not what I meant. We shouldn't sacrifice anyone.
I told you, that's impossible. Wake up.
Whoa, calm down, you two.
Santa stepped between Lotus and June.
Look, what Lotus is trying to say is, you should aim to bring the greatest amount of happiness to the greatest amount of people, right?
Exactly. That's how democracy works. And for that reason, I think the only fair way to decide who will be sacrificed is through a vote.
Okay, a vote is crazy.
What do you think?
Oh my, I mean, like, logically speaking, it's the fairest thing, but my God! You know what's another option? We somehow figure out who could best provide benefits in these escape rooms, and basically whoever's the dumbest stays behind. That's another option.
No, that's terrible.
June, I'm with you, Queen, but I fear every option we have at this point is terrible since Snake decided to dip.
I'm not asking you. Shut up.
Lotus, maybe we have a little patience and a little kindness right now. This is a very stressful moment for everyone besides you, apparently.
What about you, Santa?
Me? Well, I agree, I guess.
How do you even vote?
All right, that's 1 vote for. Counting mine, that's 2. 7.
I can't say I agree with you, but we don't exactly have a choice. If we don't do something, we're all gonna die.
This is insane.
Glad to see you get it. If I can get 1 more vote, then it's decided. What about you, Clover?
Clover had moved away from the group and was sitting on one of the beds. Her whole body drooped. Junpei didn't know if she'd even heard Lotus's proposal.
Hey, Clover.
Lotus walked over to Clover and gently laid a hand on her shoulder so she could manipulate her with her words.
Your brother has to be behind one of the numbered doors.
That's not true, Lotus. That's not true. That's not true.
We've searched everywhere, but we didn't find him. Doesn't that mean he has to have gone through one of them?
No, that means that we are on a death ship and there could be 1,000,010 hidden entrances and exits we don't know about. Clover slowly lifted her face as if to be manipulated by Lotus's words.
Let's go look for him together, okay?
Oh my God.
If we sacrifice 1 person, then we can go look for him.
Okay. And what if he's not behind whatever door or doors we decide to go through? Then what?
You agree with me, right?
Okay.
Oh, she's terrible. Clover nodded once.
The motion carries.
Lotus spun around and walked toward Junpei. You know what? I'm in support of this now. Let's all vote out Lotus.
Now, let's start a vote too.
That won't be necessary.
Ace had barely spoken for Lotus's entire speech, and everyone jumped a little. 6 pairs of eyes turned to look at him. He didn't seem to notice, or even care.
I will stay.
Ace?
That should solve our problem.
Why?
Ace, what are you saying? No, you can't do that. That won't solve anything.
June's voice shook, and she looked around desperately for someone to agree with her. Ace simply looked at her.
June, I'm afraid you may have misunderstood me. I said I would stay, but I never said I would sacrifice myself.
Huh?
I trust you. Each and every one of you.
You shouldn't.
I believe you'll come back for me.
That's a mistake.
Whoa. There's optimistic, and then there's just nuts.
Delusion.
Those doors only go one way. You go in, you don't come out.
Mm-hmm.
If we go through them.
You won't be able to return, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
True, but that will not be the case once you've escaped from the ship.
What?
Please, I beg you. Once you've escaped, come back and rescue me. Ideally, within the time limit Zero has given us.
Ace,
No,
you're
that's
wild.
ridiculous. There's no way we could get back in time.
Finally, Junpei could hold his tongue no longer.
We've only got 5 hours left.
And really like 4.5 at this point.
We don't even know where the hell we are. How on earth are we going to find someone to come and rescue you?
Then, perhaps you would prefer to stay instead of me?
No, Ace. You know what? I'm just gonna shut up then.
Or perhaps you would be willing to leave June behind?
Oh my god. Leave June Cake out of this. Ace's voice was dignified, and without a hint of cruelty or malice. Junpei had no rebuttal.
You see, there's no other choice. Then I see we've come to our conclusion. Go on. Don't worry yourselves about me. Go, quickly.
Junpei stood frozen by indecision, unable to move. June bit her lips so hard that Junpei feared she would break the skin. Santa stood against a wall, calm and aloof. Seven tore his beanie from his head and turned it over anxiously in his hands. Only Clover stared at Ace with an expression Junpei was unable to decipher. Lotus's attitude, however, was different from the others.
Let's accept his kind offer then.
She smiled, her eyes bright. Ace answered with a smile of his own.
Good. I think this is the best for me. Perhaps I'll be able to take a nap. It may be my age, but I get tired so easily these days.
As he spoke, Ace lowered himself down to the floor next to one of the beds. From somewhere deep in the ship, Junpei suddenly heard the screeching of metal on metal. It was almost as if the ship were screaming. Would it really hold until their time limit was up? Already, D-Deck was flooded. In the sudden silence, the only sound was the sad metal wail of the ship. Unsurprisingly, it was Lotus who spoke first.
Well, what are you waiting for? We're wasting time. Why don't we hurry it up?
As if a spell had been broken, the others all began to talk at once.
You're right. We should get going. That's all we can do right now.
7.
Seriously. Honestly, I was getting kind of sick of listening to you guys talk.
All right, Santa, pipe down.
You too, Santa? I have to find my brother. Wait, all of you. Let's just calm down and think about this. There has to be a way to get everyone out. There has to be.
June.
Right, Junpei? Say something.
Yeah, let's think. There's gotta be another way.
His words sounded hollow and fake.
Fine.
Frankie has the
Forget about
zoomies.
it. I'll figure it out on my own.
She spun around and ran toward Ace. He had slumped down next to the bed when June grabbed his arm and pulled.
Ace! Come on, Ace. Please stand up. You can't give up yet. We just have to sit down together and think about this. We'll figure out a way that we can all get out of here.
Then it happened. Hello? Ace fell forward. He slumped over onto the wooden floor. His body folded in half like a boxer out cold.
Ace!
June cried out and dropped to her knees beside him. She put her arm around his neck and did her best to lift him up.
What happened? Ace, say something!
She shook him frantically. His eyes fluttered open.
I'm all right.
His voice was weak and slightly slurred.
How are you all right?
This.
He held out his left arm and slowly opened his hand.
A syringe?
In it was a syringe and a small vial. The vial was empty. It had only recently been emptied. A few drops clung to the sides. There was a label taped to the side of the container. It read, Soporyl Beta. Soporyl Beta?
Soporyl Beta. What does this do? Did you use this?
Yes. It's just anesthetic. I'll be fine.
Anesthetic?
I'm guessing he got that off of the hospital shelf in here?
I found it earlier. While we were searching the hospital rooms, I thought it might be useful later. I didn't think I'd be using it on myself.
Why did you do this?
Didn't I tell you? I'd like to take a nap.
I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess.
I really am very tired.
Junpei knew that wasn't why he'd done it. Ace had injected himself with anesthetic to forestall Junpei and June's attempts to bring him along. If he couldn't move, there was nothing they could do. He'd injected himself so that they would be forced to leave him behind.
Ace!
Is there something you want to say? I'd just like to sleep a little. Could you keep it down?
No, don't, Ace. Don't fall asleep.
You feel warm. So comfortable. I think I'll have a nice dream.
Ace's eyelids drooped further and further, almost as though he were dying.
Ace! Ace!
Hello? She shook his shoulder again and again, but this time he didn't respond. Only the gentle rising and falling of his chest told them he was alive. Can we go then? What the fork is going on? Junpei was relieved to see he was in fact still breathing.
Let's get him up on a bed.
He lifted Ace up off the floor and laid him on the bed he'd been leaning against. When Junpei turned around, Lotus gave him a look of pity.
Well, we really don't have a choice now. We can't let his sacrifice go to waste.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Right, sure. Yeah, for sure.
Like you even mean that.
No, literally.
You say something?
No, nothing.
It felt wrong, but he had to agree. Then suddenly, Santa spoke.
Yeah, but we're not done choosing yet, are we?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, we haven't decided who's going in what door.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's true.
Enough of this screwing around. Let's decide. You first, Lotus. Which door do you want?
I want door number 8.
Obviously.
It's the same number as my bracelet number.
Got it. You're 8.
That was my logic last time.
You're next, 7. Which one do you want?
I'll take 7. I can't get along with that old lady.
What? What did you just say?
Her face distorted by rage, Lotus took a step towards 7. He threw up his hands and made a face like a child caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Who, me? I didn't say nothing.
Oh, you're gonna get it next time.
She shot him a glare that would have melted steel, then turned and stalked off.
Alright, who's next?
Santa's gaze moved across the 3 people left. Finally, they stopped on Junpei.
Junpei? Which door do you want?
At last, Junpei's mind was already made up. Ooh, wait, how is door 3 an option? Okay, no, I need my notepad. Hold up. I didn't think I would need it tonight, but I have it. Oh my god, Frankie. Okay, I have my notepad and I have my pen. So, I wish you guys could see this, but you'll just have to take my word for it. I will talk you through it. So we have Ace is down for the count, Snake is gone, and 9 is dead. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 left. If Lotus, who's 8, is going in door number 8, and 7 is going through door number 7, how the fork would I choose door number 3? Hi, Franklin. You are tweaking right now, my guy. If I go through door number 3, why is that even an option? Franklin, calm down. Why is that even an option? I'm gonna kill someone. The whole thing is we're supposed to split up into 2 teams of 3. So if we split into 3 teams, somebody's getting forked. Okay, I'm gonna do 3 options here. So option 1 is I go in door 3. Honestly, I don't even know what would happen after that because somebody's getting forked. If I go through door 7 with 7, that would total 12 as a root number. And we would then need, so if we did 6 plus 12 is 18, that would be 9. 12 plus 4 is 16, that would be 7. So it would need to be 4, which is Clover. Okay. So that would mean 3, which I believe is Santa, is going through door 8. And June is going through door 8 as well. So 8 plus 3 is 11 plus 6 is 17, which equals 8. Okay. Or if I go through door 8 with 7, then now we're at 13, and we would need what to be at 17? Because 1 plus 7 would equal 8, so that would still be Clover. So either way, I'm going with Clover. How is that? No, that doesn't make sense. 8 plus 5 is 13. Plus 4 is 17, which equals 8. Oh no, that does make sense. That makes sense. Okay. So that would still leave June and Snake with 7. 7 plus 3 plus 6 is 16 equals 7. Okay. So it doesn't really matter. It's really, do I want to be with 7 again or Lotus? Or do I want to screw everyone and go through door 3? What would that do though? I don't know. Oh my god. Okay, let's say I went through door 3. I would need to get a root number of 3. And obviously I would want June Cake to come with me. So if she did, it would be 5 plus 6, which would be 11. We couldn't. Because then if we had 4, that would be 15. Root of 6. If we had 3, that would be 14 root of 5. So June couldn't come with me then. Yikes. Who could come with me then? So I would need a root number of 3. Again, I hope you guys are following because I know you guys can't see my little notepad here, but I'm not writing down anything crazy. 5, let's just test a couple things. 5 plus, so 7 and 8 are taken. So we have 3, 4, and 6. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 3 is 12. So it would be 4 and 3. Yeah, it would be, either way I'm going with Clover. It would be Clover and Santa. Oh no, but then I would kill June. I can't kill June. Because guys, it would be 5, me, 4, Clover, 3, Santa, 7 already chose 7, 8 already chose, oh, you know what would happen? They would probably just switch rooms. They probably would just do that. So, okay, let's say it was 8, 7, and 6, which would be June. That would be 14 plus 7, which is 21, which is 3. So they couldn't. Do I want to stir the pot? I don't know. Oh my god. So literally, I'm either choosing 3 or 8. The reason I'm not choosing 7 is because I've already been with 7. Like, I already know that 7 is faking amnesia and I don't trust him, okay? But I want to see what the fork is going on with Lotus. So I would choose 8, or I could choose 3 and fork everything up. Ugh, okay. As much as I want to choose 3 and be a little, you know, a little shade, I'm gonna choose 8. I feel like 3 would be maybe good to do in the second playthrough to see what the heck that's about. Or we could do 7 in the second playthrough. We'll do both eventually. I think I'm gonna choose 8. Ugh, okay. Ooh.
I think I'm gonna go with door 8.
Okay, 8 it is.
Yeah.
All right then. That means June's got to go through 7.
Mm-hmm.
What? Why?
What?
Santa grimaced and muttered angrily to himself, but finally began to explain.
If the 6 of us are going to keep going without leaving anyone behind, there are only 3 ways we can do it.
Plan A.
Have 3, 5, and 8 go through 7, and 4, 6, and 7 go through 8.
Wait. 3. Oh, yeah. 3, 5, and 8 go through 7. 4, 6, and 7 go through 8. Plan B.
4, 5, and 7 go through 7, and 3, 6, and 8 go through 8.
Yep. Plan C.
Or 3, 6, and 7 go through 7, and 4, 5, and 8 get 8.
Yep.
There are no other combinations. In other words, 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 can never go through the same doors. You get it now?
As Santa finished, June looked over at Junpei, tears welling up in the corners of her eyes.
Oh no! You're saying we aren't gonna see each other again for a long time.
June, we only have like 4 hours left, babe. It can't be that long. Junpei felt just as June did. He wanted to be at her side through whatever trials they were preparing to face. But he knew if they were to survive, he had to swallow his feelings. In order for the 6 of them to move forward, he and June had to be separated. He looked at June. He was scared to lose her, but he swallowed, steeled his resolve, and did his best to smile. And you know what? Another justification for me choosing door 8 is because I don't want to leave June with Lotus. Because I don't know if June would make it.
Hey, come on. You're making it sound like we're never gonna see each other again. We gotta split up, but only for a while. This is just like when we went into the 4 and 5 doors, remember? We got split up then too, but we all met back up. I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that.
You mean they're connected somewhere?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Me trying to picture the map. Can I even look at it right now? Oh, I can. Oh wait, that's not the map I wanted. But cool. Ooh. Not what I wanted though. Oh no. Okay, so if I'm interpreting this correctly, which I might not be interpreting this correctly, because to me, if I'm reading this left to right, the left column is 3 with the 3 question marks. The middle column is 7, and then the right column with 3 way over there is 8. But I find it very odd that 3 and 7 in this hypothetical are so close to each other, and 8 is way over there, when in reality, there's a door between 3 and 7. So maybe 3 is way over there to the right. That actually is most like, yeah, 3. Okay, so we are going to connect back up. Oh my God. Yay. Yes. She didn't sound very hopeful. It was 7 that interjected.
I'm sure they're gonna connect somewhere.
They are, I promise.
Why? What makes you think so?
Because I have a flowchart.
If they don't, then neither team can get through door 9.
See?
In other words, the game would end right here.
Mm-hmm.
Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now. I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible.
True.
He's not gonna end this game until we get through the 9 door.
Yeah. Agreed. June said nothing. The tears were gone, but her eyes were still sad as they looked at Junpei. He met them, and with what reassurance he could manage, laid his hand gently on her shoulder.
Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again. I promise.
Junpei, I can hear the wedding bells chiming, babe. You're just gonna have to trust me. June bit her lip and gave him an almost imperceptible nod.
Yes. Promise?
Her voice was barely above a whisper. Santa's voice shattered the moment.
You guys are done, right?
Santa! Please! He stretched and continued.
Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. I figure I'll take 7 and Clover can take 8. Any problems with that, Clover?
Clover looked away and was silent for a moment.
Whatever.
It was more of a dismissal than agreement, but Santa didn't seem to care.
All right, we're ready to go then. Let's move.
At Santa's command, the group split and headed for their respective doors. Santa, 7, and June walked toward door 7, while Clover, Lotus, and Junpei headed for door 8, which means we're gonna have to save here, guys. And we will pick up here in the next video. So intertwined within this massive mind game escape room situation that Zero has set up, we also appear to have individual stories going on. And what I've gathered from this video, 3, we didn't really learn much more about Santa today, other than he's still just a lot. Clover, now there's some suspicion as to whether her and Snake are brother and sister, so that's very interesting. Also, her reaction, while valid, because again, her brother is missing, is just a little strange to me. Just a little bit, but not sure what to do with that yet. I am 5, didn't really learn much more about me today, honestly. 6 is June, didn't really learn much more about her other than she is caring to a fault, shall we say. 7, we learned, is potentially claiming to have amnesia when he doesn't. And why that's the case, I don't know. We also need to remember that he left that thing in the door so that he could potentially go back later for whatever reason. Again, very strange. And then we have 8, which is Lotus, who seemed prepared to sacrifice half of the group on a whim, until we did basic math and informed her that she would also be sacrificed later if she did that. And then she was like, oh, just kidding, my bad. Yeah, no, for sure. We can just sacrifice 1 then. Girl, there's a lot more going on with that too. I'm hoping we'll get some more details on her in the next video since we have chosen to go with her through door 8. Very, very excited about that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I cannot wait to chat with you guys about it in the comments. Do not forget to shop missboss.com in the meantime. And I will see you guys in my next one. Goodbye and go thrive.